If you're listening to the replay of this live, be sure to punch that like and subscribe button. And make sure you let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as we go throughout the live. And be sure to help support the channel by hitting the Cash App at 2 Cents Boxing. Or you can hit the heart with a $sign in it and leave a super thanks below. All right. Enough with the intro. Ain't got that much time. Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents. We talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Please excuse my voice. My boys had a boxing tournament this weekend, and I've been yelling all weekend. They went to the tournament. They did a really good job. We had 9 fighters. We have not. I think we had 8 fighters go to the tournament. We had 7 fighters win championship belts. And the only reason we had a fighter lose is because they had to face each other from the gym in the finals. So I think we set a record in that tournament for the most belts won. And the whole team, it will now be ranked nationally. So we'll be looking forward to going to nationals. Um, I'm gonna put a little something together in case any other 2 centers or anybody in the community would like to donate, to help get them to national, sponsor them, whatever you want to call it. Uh, Food, airfare, yeah, y'all know how it go. You got a business or something you want to throw on a sweater or something they wearing or something. I don't know. I got to figure out how it all work. Shout out to everybody for joining me today. I know I was not able to go live last night. A lot going on. Um, I really should be grocery shopping right now, but I kind of got an hour, maybe an hour and a half I could squeeze in while I'm throwing some laundry back and forth. But this is why you got to go live on the schedule because it just be taking up a lot of time. I'm probably gonna drop the link early today. This is not a formal show. We just up here chit chatting. Shakur Stevenson. I was live for the fight. Big fights and stuff, I'll probably be live. Maybe even small fights. I'll probably be going live just so we can hang out and watch the fights. But listen, we watching that Shakur Stevenson fight. I'm trying to figure out where all the Shakur Stevenson fans that they ain't hop on the panel after the fight was over. Shout out Coach Eddie Band Up, Marlene 2631 in the building, Creole the Traveler. But I'm happy for Shakur though. I'm happy that he was able to get in the ring and prove something. Like he felt like he had something to prove. He felt like he was able to get in the ring and prove it. And I think at this point in his career, that means a lot to him as a fighter. And that's good for him. He was able to overcome a style that people really anticipate this fight, and people really wanted to see Shakur Stevenson fight this style type of fighter. They was really looking forward to it. They was anticipating the fight, and these are the types of fights Shakur has to continue fighting moving forward. He cannot go backwards. He cannot go backwards, bro. He cannot go backwards. But we'll see what happens. It's a whole thing with him. He a free agent now, allegedly, and he said he's willing to go to PBC, and we could dive into that. Like, I'm not. If he fight Tank, cool. If he don't fight Tank, I'm cool. And let me tell y'all why I'm saying that, right? I know it's a lot of people like Shakur got to fight Tank. They the best too, and I agree. People believe that Shakur is the best and Tank is the best, and they're the two best at the 35 division, and that's cool. I want to see the fight. Don't get it twisted, because for some reason, if you a Tank fan, people can't understand what you're saying, and they like to twist your words up, or everything you say that don't agree with them, you're a hater. But I really wanted, it's two fights, right, that I looked forward to. Like that I've really been looking forward to the past couple years, and that was the Wilder Fury fight rematch and Earl and Terrence Crawford. After going through those two fights and really wanting to fight and anticipating the fight and following every little thing, and I'm not gonna ever want to see a fight that bad ever again. I will never want to see a fight as bad as I want to see Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford or the Wilder Fury rematch. And it's because it's just too much, right? It's just too much. Now, I'm a content creator, so of course I'm going to follow the story. I'm going to give my 2 cents and give my opinions about it. And I have strong opinions. It seems like people in this space don't want you to have like a strong opinion. Like you just got to sit back and be quiet and just appreciate it and be thankful that and these are boxers and they putting their life on the line and you criticizing them, like all that virtue signaling. Listen, they're boxers, they're athletes. We talk about them. People criticize basketball players. They talk about how much they make. They talk about the salary cap. They do it for every sport. They do it for every sport. So, yes, I want to see Tank and Shakur fight. But I'm not going to cry every time Tank do something and Shakur do something. Eventually, they will fight. If they don't, they don't, y'all. If Tank retire, he just retire. If Shakur re-sign with Eddie Hearn, he just re-sign with Eddie Hearn. Now, don't get this twisted and think that I'm not going to come on here and give my 2 cents about the situation. I'm just letting y'all know, like, as a fan, that's the space I be in. But as a content creator, it's a little bit different. You kind of got to separate the two. So with that being said, you got Shakur Stevenson with the interview, right? What Shakur Stevenson say? I'm willing to do anything to make the fight. Yeah, I'll go to PBC, blah, 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 right? Fast forward to after the fight. What did he say? Oh, I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board and da-da-da-da-da. He ain't call out Tank, right? He did the same thing, bar for bar, that Terrence Crawford did after the Avanesian fight. Bar for bar, the same thing. Go back to the drawing board. I mean, I just want to fight the best fighter. The same thing. The only difference is the same type of pressure, in my opinion, that was on that Earl Spence Terrence Crawford fight is not the same type of pressure that's on Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis. It may feel like that to us within this little community, But I think as a whole, it's not that pressing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, boys was ready to go to war over that Earl Spence Terrence Crawford fight. I'm talking about it went down. Like, I was on everybody panel. We was going back and forth about it. It was a fun time. It was a fun time. People was really, really anticipating and looking forward to that fight. I don't think it's the same for this. And I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why. Maybe it got, I don't know. I'm not, maybe it's because, like, if Shakur keep putting on another performance like this, one or two performances like this, then I think it'll get to the point where it's like it starts to build up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? It starts to build up a little bit more. I'm not hating on either fighter. I'm just saying that the whole, yeah, I'd do anything to get the fight. I'll go to PBC. Then you on the mic, oh, I'm back to the drawing board. Then you in the interview. So who you want to fight next? Man, everybody know who I want to fight. Everybody know who I want next. Everybody know who I want next. Man, I just want to fight the best, fight the best. And I think I did a video about this. I gotta go back and find it where I said, let's pay attention to this pattern of calling Tank, saying Tank name when you unavailable or he unavailable. And in between those moments where it get time to kind of make a decision, it seems like Shakur Stevenson just kind of drift away. Oh, I just want the best. I got to go back to the drawing board. Y'all get what I'm saying? It's just be definite every time you speak if that's something you really want, is all I'm trying to say. Just be definite every time you speak if it's something that you really want, is what I'm trying to say. And I know some people going to say, oh, well, Tank said who he fought. He said who he fought. I don't know how y'all get that Tank don't want to fight him out of that. Like, I don't know how y'all get that. Tank said he didn't want to fight him because he said, what has he done and who he fought? Because he's asking, like, why y'all keep asking me about this dude? Like, what has he done? Who he fought? Like, why y'all keep asking me about this guy? And that's it. But for some reason, Shakur Stevenson seems to be like wrapped around this little bubble. And it seems like everything he do is exaggerated. But that's my 2 cents. Y'all let me know what you think. It seems like everything he do is exaggerated, in my opinion. Like, you can't say, oh, I think Shakur had a good performance, but I think Zepeda, I think it could have went 7-5, 8-4. Oh, you hating. You really wanted him to lose. What? I said that Shakur Stevenson was gonna beat Zepeda. I didn't never thought he was gonna lose. I just wanted to see him fight the style. No, you really wanted him to lose. You saying you thought he was gonna win, but you really thought that he was gonna lose. But you really you said you wanted him to win, but you really wanted him to lose because you saying that it was 7-5, 8-4. Like, what are y'all talking about? Because I don't feel like it was 11-1, 12 zip. I don't understand. I literally had people on my live after the fight trying to make an argument. People popping up in the comments like Shakur. I'm like, what? Nobody said Shakur was gonna lose over here. But he was getting hit clearly. You seen his face after the fight. But I can appreciate the risk he took. Fine, you get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got nothing bad to say about Shakur Stevenson. Um, I just don't think he's quite where a lot of people want to say he's at. And that's just it. And it is what it is. I mean, people saying he was a mix of Ali with the rope-a-dope and Floyd with the shoulder roll. And every time you mention Shakur, they want to mention Floyd. They said Floyd was a runner. He liked Floyd. They said, like, and I want to tell Shakur fans, right? Please stop attaching Shakur Stevenson to other fighters. Let Shakur Stevenson have his own identity as a fighter. Stop bringing him up with Floyd, y'all. Stop doing that. Let him have his own identity as a fighter. He's not Floyd. He's nothing like Floyd. And that's not an insult to Shakur. I'm not, he's just not. They're not the same, bro. They may have the same. Floyd was a defensive fighter, Shakur defensive fighter. Floyd do a shoulder roll, Shakur trying to do a shoulder roll. People said Floyd ran, they say Shakur ran. That don't mean he Floyd though, y'all. That don't mean he's Floyd. Like, they putting up videos side by side, Floyd doing a combo, Shakur doing a combo. Stop doing that. Let Shakur Stevenson have his own identity. I don't want to, every time I bring up Shakur, I got to say Floyd, compare him to Floyd, mention something about Floyd. No, y'all. Stop. Let that man have his. Y'all don't do that with no other fighter. Like, I think y'all like trying to prove a point, but really, y'all are not letting him have his own identity as a fighter. Even Devin Haney has his own identity as a fighter. They don't mention every time you mention Devin, you mention this. Like all the other fighters, they got their own identity. It's not every time they mention Tank, they don't mention Mike Tyson because he's knocking people out. He has his own identity. That's all I'm trying to say. I just let Shakur Stevenson have his own identity. Stop every time you mention, well, Floyd did. Well, Floyd used to when Floyd did. Stop doing that, y'all. Y'all are doing Shakur Stevenson a disservice. And I'm just telling y'all, do not do that. Y'all killing that man identity. He's not Floyd. And then they got the nerve to be putting up the Floyd Maidana fight. Williams Zepeda was not Maidana, y'all. Stop it. Maidana knocked Floyd tooth out his mouth. Man, Maidana, listen. Maidana could have knocked Floyd out. He knocked that man tooth out his mouth with a mouthpiece in. With a mouthpiece in. So shout out to Shakur Stevenson. We're gonna have to deal with these fans being crazy for the next couple of days. You can't just win and move on. When Shakur win, it's just he the greatest ever. He's the most skillful boxer. He's poetry in motion. He's oh my God. They don't do that when nobody else wins. It's weird. They don't do that when nobody else. They don't do that when even Haney fans don't do that. Seriously. They don't do that when nobody else wins. Devin Haney win, they say his opponent was too small. Tank win, they say his opponent wasn't good enough. Shakur win, man, he the best ever. Did y'all see that? He the best thing since sliced. Like, come on, y'all. Cut it out. Coach Eddie say Edward got smoked. Did you expect anything less, Coach Eddie? I don't think nobody took Berlanga serious. He was overmatched. That was a terrible style matchup. He had no business in the ring with Sherez, and Sherez moved up. He made Berlanga look small. Berlanga look small enough. Did I put the link in the chat, y'all? I'm just running my mouth. Man, y'all gotta excuse my voice. Y'all know what I hate about amateur boxing? I want to say this real quick. I don't you can't know why you lost. Maybe sometimes a judge would be like, if it wasn't for the slapping, you wouldn't. Every now and then they may say something to you, but you never know why you lost, and so you'll be sitting there watching this match. You be like, oh yeah, he for sure won, and then the other person will win, and you be like, how? And I just be confused on. I know I'm off topic, but this really bothering me. I just be confused on. Are y'all counting the punches that get blocked? Or are y'all counting punches that get slipped? Because it looked like that's what y'all doing. Is y'all giving the fight to whoever in there throwing the most punches. And I know my son, they don't necessarily got like an amateur style like that. Because I'm not really teaching them to fight like amateurs like that. Because they won't be amateurs long. But I don't be getting it, bro. I don't get the judging and the shit in the amateurs. But what did y'all think of the card? Link is in the chat. Let me pin it to the top. And I'm telling y'all, when I get on these lives, the time be going by so fast. It's unbelievable. What? Mr. Beast got arrested? I just seen a thing on YouTube. Somebody was getting arrested. Arrested Mr. Beast in the short. Could be AI. Ain't no telling. I was getting arrested. My voice is trash right now. Link pinned to the top of the chat. Is it working? Somebody click the link. Let me know if it's working. I know a couple times before it wasn't working. Well, the card was decent. It wasn't a pay-per-view card. Y'all felt like that was a pay-per-view card? It's a good card. Just got to be marketed better. This stuff got to be marketed better. Put in better locations so people can go. What you mean, Creole connections, money talks? Are y'all clicking the link? Oh, link not working. See? It's like, damn, nobody want to talk to me today. Let me try it again. Try that one, Coach Eddie. Let me refresh. I'll be right back. All right. Tim Carey in the building. What up, Tim? Dreams money could buy. What's going on? All right, see if that link working. It's the same link, I think. Yeah. What's up, Coach Eddie? What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Hey, what's good, 2 cents? How you doing?
I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah, good weekend of boxing for me. I enjoyed the show. Friday, the best fight on Friday to me was Shadeja Green fight, Marshall fight. Shout out to Green, she got the job done. That was the best fight on that card, in my opinion. For the main event on the Friday card, the Serrano Taylor fight, that was kind of a letdown, but I kind of knew it was gonna go like that on the first round. I said I don't think either one of them really want to take the amount of punishment that they took during the first fight and the second fight. So it is what it is. They kind of had a little sparred match right there and collected a check and went home. You know what I'm saying? So hey, shout out to them. It is what it is. Every fight can't be a barn burner. Uh, Saturday night, good card in my opinion. Real good card. David Morrell fighting stupid again. I don't know what his problem is. I said, man, got all talent in the world. The dude just clowning around, and got caught. You know what I'm saying? And took a fight that probably should have been a little bit easier. Made it a hard fight. That was a gift. He got his first gift, so he should accept the gift and learn from it. Because that fight could have easily went the other way. I believe that the guy, tested positive for PEDs. They just said they didn't really have no use for him, so they just went ahead and gave the win to Morrell. Because that dude is basically still on suspension. So what do you do with a guy who nobody ever heard of, who's on the figure suspension? You give it to the guy, who can keep fighting, and that's David Morrell. But he needs to learn, stop clowning around all the time. Prelo fight, good fight. I had Prelo winning, but I'm not upset with the decision. That was an entertaining fight. So I'm gonna take my hat off to both guys. They put on, they did their thing. Like I said, I thought Prelo won the fight, but it is what it is. Shakur fight. I think the fight called the order was perfect. It was a perfect order. Even with the Shakur fight, people saying that's the best fight of his career. I don't believe it is, but it was a good performance. I give him a B on that performance. I'm not gonna say it's his best fight of his career, To me, kind of laid on the ropes a little bit too
He was
much.
slower than Ali in that fight, Coach Eddie.
No, no, no. It was a good performance. It was a good performance. But that's not his best performance that I've seen him fight. He has fought better than that, in my opinion. But it was a
Yeah.
good performance. It was a B performance. I mean, even Shakur, he doesn't think that was an A performance because he said he got hit too much. So that's why he said he going back to the drawing board. He said I got hit too much. I took more punishment than I wanted to take. So Shakur knows that wasn't an A performance. They laid on the ropes too much. Uh, let the guy throw a lot more punches than he should have, and I can kind of see why he laid on the ropes. Maybe he kind of laid on the ropes to let the guy try to punch himself out and conserve the energy. Because I think if he would have tried to fight that pace in the middle of the ring, it may have took a lot of steam out of Shakur, and he would have had to use his legs a lot more than what he wanted to. But all in all, he needs to clean up that right hook. It's too wide. He opens up too little bit too much on it, and somebody that's a really sharp counter is going to catch him if he opened up too wide and he missed a lot of hooks, very big and was out of position. It just Zepeda wasn't sharp enough or quick enough to make him pay for it. But like I said, all in all, good performance, a good win, something he can learn from, something he can grow from, and make improvements on. And it was a B level performance, but he got the job done against another champion. I give him credit because William was a champion. He came to win, showed up, he tried his best. He just didn't have enough to keep. It was a competitive fight. I didn't agree with the scorecard. I thought they didn't give Cepeda enough credit. I mean, if you give the man one round, to me, I think that wasn't good. That man won more than one round. Uh,
I
that
say four. I say 4 or 5, maybe.
yeah, I would give him, in my opinion, you can do 9-3, 8-4. I think 7-5 is a little bit of a stretch, but I'd say 9-3, 9-3, 8-4. But then again, also it depends on who the judges are, because sometimes
Yeah.
people like the activity. That Cepeda was throwing a lot of punches. I think he threw like 400 more punches than Shakur, and they landed about the same number of punches. But I think Shakur's punches were just so clean. He was busting his head and rocking his head back. They were clean shots. But Cepeda was working. He just wasn't hitting him in the head. He was hitting him everywhere he could. Hitting him on the shoulders, the elbows. Put it like this: Shakur, when he woke up the next day, he knew he was in the fight. I just put it like that because he
Yeah.
got hit everywhere, shoulders, elbows. Cepeda was punching on him.
Yeah.
He may not have been the score in the area, but Cepeda was punching on him. And then if I got time, I can go over the Belenga fight real quick, and then I can pass the mic to someone else.
Uh-huh.
Um, Belenga, I knew he was gonna get cooked. I knew he was gonna. I've been spamming chats the whole time through the build up. Knew he was gonna get cooked. To me, that was the fight. I like that fight better. That's the style of fighting that I like. What Shiraz did. Maybe it wasn't as action packed, but you knew the end was coming. If that makes sense. I knew the end was coming at some point because I've seen him. I seen what he was doing. I seen what he was setting him up. And that's the thing. That's why that was the perfect fight to end the night. Because you got a good performance out of Shakur, and then you end the night with a knockout. That's the cherry on top right there. If it would have been the other way around, I think it still would have worked, but I preferred it just like it was. End the fight in a knockout. And like you seen Shiraz setting it up, and he clipped him and got him out of there and got him hurt. And the loudmouth Puerto Rican got knocked out, and people loved it. Maybe not as fans, but people online loved it. People. You see how many views the fight got? I mean, freaking a whole lot more views than the Shakur fight did, as far as the replays and all that stuff. So people like to see Belenga get stretched out. I'm not saying it was so much for Shiraz. I just think maybe people just like seeing Belenga get knocked out because he
Yeah,
talks so
because he
much.
was talking so much shit.
Yeah, but I'm gonna pass the mic to somebody else.
What up, Rich? What you got for the show, man? Don't come up here with that crime, Rich. What you got?
Nah, I just be hearing a lot. I just watched that fight like two more times after it happened. I got Shakur losing the second round and the third round. I think the third was like you could give it to both of them, but I got him losing that round just to be fair. I got him losing the eighth round. The eighth round, he definitely lost that round. I don't know if the judges or whoever saw it different. I say it was he only lost 3 rounds. I say probably the fourth round that's the only round I say that like or the first round you could give it to either or if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You fell off, Rich. I can't hear you.
Yeah, so I got him losing 3 rounds. But as far as his performance, I give it a A. And the reason why I give it an A because how I say this, when he fought him at his own game, he beat him at it, and Cepeda the most skilled at that game right now in boxing. The way that
Well,
the
what
way
game did he play? He threw volume punches.
when he stayed in the pocket with him and fought him at his own game, he beat him at that. As far as the ropes, I don't feel like he should have stayed on the ropes that long. So I give that performance a B or whatever. But as far as like Cepeda practicing 5 full fights for this guy, um, all the everything was against him. All the odds was against him on this fight. Meaning from Turkey saying this, installing these judges' heads. Watch this, watch out for that, because that's what's going on in your head. No matter how you put it, Tom and Jerry, Tom and Jerry, Tom and Jerry. You know, from going through all that stuff and he got it, had that pressure on him. That's why I would give him an A. You get what I'm saying?
That's not how you get an A, Rich. You gotta just grade the performance, not the circumstances.
I mean, that comes with everything. You know, the circumstances and all that. The performance is an A to me. I don't think
Okay,
that
okay.
and then I hear people I agree with Coach Eddie a little bit on some of that stuff, but I don't think it was no I think that fight would have been a little bit harder for other fighters. You know what I'm saying? So I give him an A for that performance. He just showed that he could fight different, you know what I'm saying, than any other fighter. And he got all types of styles. As
He
far as
ain't got no
Berlanga,
all types of styles.
he got all types of styles.
Okay.
He could fight. Tell me what he don't have, Coach Eddie. We seen him do lateral moving, aka running. We seen him fight. We seen him fight in the pocket. We seen him fight on the ropes if he need to fight on the ropes against whoever he want to fight against. We seen him do all types of stuff. We seen him
Yeah, it was a good
adjusting, and
performance.
we seen him adjusting in fights before. He got all types of styles, and he not bad at one of them. That's what I mean. He not on no D level or none of that stuff at one of them. He could be at a B level at speed, a C level at power, B, however you want to put it. But he got all types of styles that you don't know what you're gonna get, and he can show that. You don't know what Shakur you're gonna get if you fight him. I can't say that
Wow,
about a
Rich.
lot of
That's
other fighters.
that's a very you can say that. Okay. That's a very interesting perspective, Rich, but
Yeah,
I
Well,
don't
no,
know about that.
Shakur has shown his ability up to this point to be able to make adjustments, to be able to make to adjust to the person that's in front of him. Like he like
Because
Rich said,
Eddie,
yeah,
like
he
my
go
thing
ahead.
is though, I don't know, it's just weird. It's like it was a good fight
Yeah, it's a good fight, good
against
performance.
against a Peta.
um,
No, it's just weird how y'all viewing it, in my opinion.
and then
Like
Well,
how y'all like it was his like Coach Eddie said he don't think that was his best performance. A lot of
and
people
no, it
feel
wasn't.
like it was
To
his
me, it
no,
best
wasn't his best
performance.
performance. I seen Shakur.
I don't think that's his best performance. And when he said he said he didn't want to he got hit more than he usually get hit. He didn't say that he get hit a lot. I saw that interview. He said he get hit more than he usually got hit. You know what I'm saying? That guy threw 900 punches, and landed about 200 like really bullshit punches. Probably a couple solids. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta think about it. That's a lot of punches that still ain't get touched for someone staying in the pocket and staying in front of him. Without all
Yeah,
that,
Hold on one second, Rick. Hold on
wait,
one
y'all
second,
ready?
Rick. Now, hold on. Now, see, this is where the copy box skews people's view of what landed and what's not
right.
landed. Now they said he landed 27, 29%. So those punches that quote unquote landed are in quote unquote the scoring zones. But
Okay.
he still because Shakur got hit a lot.
Oh yeah, of
May,
course.
maybe they just wasn't in the scoring zones, but he got hit a lot. He probably got hit like 600 times in that fight. If you want to keep it 100, but he just did. They wasn't in scoring zone, so it didn't count on the compy box. But he got touched a lot of that fight, and I think that's what he was talking about. How he got touched a lot, and
Yeah,
that's
but
because he wasn't using his legs because he was laying on
yeah,
the ropes, letting the man punch on him. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe not letting him punch on him. Maybe he was trying to let Cepeda
I
wear himself out a little bit
I
because
seen a lot.
It seemed like Shakur was trying to stop him, but Cepeda was able to take his power because Shakur was hitting him with some good punches, man. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying? He
plus
was letting some solid shots on the guy, and the guy wouldn't go away.
what I seen on the ropes, I seen a lot of times on the ropes that he'd throw Cepeda throw like a 13 punches and look confused and not land nothing. He and only probably land like one or two jabs in his
Nah, he
face.
was landing. He
I'm
was
saying
landing, Rich.
one or two little jabs, pop shots in his face, and like the rest all on elbows and arms, like Oscar and them
But it
told him.
still landed, Rich. That's the
Yeah,
point. Just because it's
that's
still
why.
landing on his body, it maybe didn't score, but it landed. And
And
you know what? When he woke up Sunday, he felt it.
oh yeah, definitely. He definitely.
You
But
know, you know what I'm saying?
I don't feel like he was beating him. Like if you looking in, if you a judge or you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna be like this nigga. He not doing nothing. You gonna be like, all he doing is just throwing stuff. It's not like
It
nah.
depends on the judge, actually. Some judges
Yeah.
give it to the aggressor. And that's why some people was like, damn, this fight looks close because you don't know. Because if some judges see you coming forward, he on the ropes. It looked like you controlling the fight because you keep getting him on the ropes. He getting trapped in the corner. You punching on him. You know what I'm saying? A judge could see that and be like, oh, okay, he's the aggressor. He controlling the fight. He got the better ring generalship. Yeah, Shakur landed some clean shots, but that's it. You get what I'm
That's
saying?
what won it for them clean shots.
Yeah, before Blaze before
Judge
Blaze
could have went either way with that. Y'all feel what I'm saying?
before Blaze go, man, that was I feel like that was a good fight. I wanted to speak on the Berlanga fight. Um, yeah, man. I hope Berlanga, man, pack his bags up. That's all, man. That nigga out of boxing. I'm happy he out of boxing, man.
I ain't so mad at
I feel like
Belanga. He just
I
doing
feel like
things.
the best fight for Berlanga now is now he can finally stop ducking Caleb Plant. They both could fight out the best of the losses, I guess, because
He
he was
might
all
knock Caleb
saying,
Plant out. No, neither
man,
one
he
of them got
nah
no
that's
chin.
this this nigga was saying some crazy stuff talking about he can't fight Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant got to get his get back against the guy that he lost to. Nigga, like who is you? You act like you the super A side to him, like so. Yeah, maybe that fight humble his ass now. Maybe
Berlanga is a
fight him.
clown. Nobody take him serious. Look what Jay Henderson said. They literally gave Matias the fight against Puello for his aggression. We all saw Puello scoring major punches on Matias. See, that's what I'm saying. You can go either way. Blaze P for P, what you got for the show?
And
Just
man, peace
Blaze.
too, Sam. Peace,
What
panel.
up?
Peace, chat. Yo, man, what's happening, y'all? How y'all been?
We good. We
Oh
good.
man,
What
we
you got on
good,
them
brother.
fights this weekend?
Yeah, so I didn't get a chance to watch fully the Berlanga Sharice. I bought the pay-per-view, but I didn't get an opportunity to watch it. I watched the Shakur fight live, though. And what I would say, man, I would give it a B minus. And I would give it a B minus in the sense of, Bud has said at the end of the fight, but what his grandfather and his trainer was saying in the fight was he spent too much time on the ropes, and it made it look like Zepeda was more in the fight than he was. And I think the judges would save Shakur as far as the scoring, and it obviously him clearly winning that fight is that there was a whole lot of sets that Zepeda threw in which he didn't hit nothing. He'd go 6, 7 punches, and it'd all be on his arms, and then you see Shakur get off with like 4 or 5 punch combinations that all land. And so I expected a little bit more from Shakur, more so to just not feel like Zepeda was dominating them on the ropes. But I got to go back and look at the fight again and just identify there's one segment in the championship rounds, I believe, in which Shakur walked Zepeda to all 4 corners and blocked Zepeda's shit, then hit him with a set, then walked over to the other corner. Blocked Zepeda's shit, then hit him with a
I
set,
love that
just to
right
show his
there.
ring generalship,
I love that
his
right there.
ring generalship and the control he had for the fight. But it's kind of hard because it's like I'd be rooting for Shakur and I want him to give a good look to kill the naysayers. But there's still ammunition here for them for Shakur as far as the argument of whether or not he's top dog at 135. And I mean, what it does do is that everybody still asks for the elephant in the room, and that's Shakur versus Tank. But we got to figure out his personal situation and then what he's going to do with Lamont for us to even consider if that fight's going to happen, particularly when Gervonta seems not necessarily super locked in to box
Hey,
anymore in the future.
hey, please don't say that because I said this shit a week ago, 2 weeks ago. That man head not in there, man. I don't even know why. If I was a fan of Gervonta Davis, like a super fan or a friend, I wouldn't even want him to fight. He already talked about retiring. He got this shit going on. I wouldn't even want to see him even go into a fight. Not with your head on, you know what I'm saying? But hey, don't even say that because they gonna start getting on you all. He good, he good. I don't think he
But I
good.
mean, but the thing
And
is
I
you
don't
can't
want to
say
see him
Devin
fight at
Haney going
all.
through the same
the
thing. You
point.
think Devin
But
Haney should fight?
but 2 cent. Here's what I would say the difference is between Haney and between Haney and Tank. Haney got a fight scheduled with Brian Norman Sr. They have a date. We don't have a we don't is it the 16th, August 16th now or not August 16th? Yeah, is it August 16th? We don't have a real date for the Tank Lamont Roach rematch.
And
Yeah, they
Haney ain't
haven't
never
announced it.
and Haney
That's
never
the whole
talked
point.
about Haney never talked about therapy, retirement, and all that stuff.
So
Like if a nigga
so
head not all the way in it, I don't want to see him fight out, and I don't want Shakur or Lamont Roach. I don't want any fighter fighting Tank right now at the mental that if his mental really fucked up, I feel like as fans you shouldn't even want him to fight right now. Like
We
that
don't
that
and
know
shit
if
and
his
it's
that.
mental fucked up.
but
How
but
do
the
we not
but
want him
but
to
the
fight
whole
right
I
point
now?
is
mean, I
I
mean,
hear
I
Rick.
mean,
You can speculate it. Look, we
all
can
his
speculate
last
it.
not all his last interviews, he been talking about retirement therapy. This is last year and shit like
No,
that.
he
Now,
has not,
I
Rich. In
said his
all his
last
last
interviews.
interviews,
No,
Okay,
his
so
prayer at a press conference, he did say he wanted to end. He wanted to stop fighting
come
more
on, man.
sooner
I
than
know, I
later.
know
He
what I'm
said that.
talking about, man. They
But
gonna
but
they gonna
but no.
switch. They
But
gonna flip it around on me. That's
let me
all they
just
gonna do.
let me just
But
make one clean
ask
point
the
right here, real
question.
quick. Let me just make one clean point right here, real quick. And the whole point of the matter is he just had a draw with Lamont Roach Jr. And he's supposed to be scheduled to rematch Lamont Roach Jr. And there's not even a date right now, along with his troubles outside of the ring, right? And then the thing about him wanting his whole plan was to fight, Jake Paul before, but he got the draw with Lamont, so it threw a wrench in his plan on what he wanted to do with his boxing career. So that's the
Why
whole
do y'all
problem
think
with this
Tank
thing
is
now
really finna fight Jake Paul?
nah,
Like, I
because
don't
he
understand
he
why
said
y'all
it.
think that.
He said it. No, no, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
I'm
on.
not.
Let me answer this real quick, and I'm gonna fall back. Because Toussaint, if you don't recall, at the end of the Lamont Roach fight, when they asked, "Is this the fight you want next?" He said, "Yeah, this is the fight, but we had something else set up." Because they did had it, there was every indication that he was supposed to beat Lamont Roach and Jake Paul was supposed to go in the ring and face off with him, and they were gonna sell that. Like that's what the report said. So it's not like I'm making this up, like with some type of speculation. And then you remember Jake Paul had got it all in an uproar when they pulled the plug on his rematch, and he got to talking crazy and getting in his feelings about it. So we're not making this up
Bruh.
about him fighting Jake
Man,
Paul.
I
Nobody
personally,
has ever
I,
said,
I,
listen, the Jake Paul shit gotta stop, bro. It don't even
yeah,
make
yeah, man.
sense.
But fuck that Jake Paul shit. I just
It
feel like,
don't even make
as me as a fan, I don't want to see him fight, especially with all this stuff going on. You just was in jail. You coming out, and then you got all this
He fought
retirement shit.
last time he got out of jail.
I'm saying you got all this retirement stuff going through your mouth and all that therapy shit and all that stuff, man. Man, chill out for a good whatever you got going on. Get that shit situated, man. Come back better than ever, man. But because if something happened to him in August 30th, or say if he lose or something like that, which I don't think he will, but if something like that happen, first thing people gonna go to is his head wasn't all the way in it. Oh man, he whatever problem he had a lot of problems going on. We ain't trying to hear that shit, man. Just I feel like he should just
Rich,
get
you be
everything together.
tripping. Rich,
But
you be
not. But my
tripping, bro.
thing is,
These,
problems or
Man,
no.
these, that is unrealistic. These boxers gotta fight through and do what they gotta do, bro. You tripping? They
Nah, you got a
professionals.
point. They do be using that
man,
mental
come on,
health
it's a
crutch a
mental
lot
game.
now.
It's a mental mindset. First, if you not mentally in it, then I don't even want to see you fight. If Shakur was going through all that stuff and saying all that shit, I'd be like, man, you need to hang it up for a little bit. Cause that's it's a mental, your mindset not gonna be all the way there.
Well,
He
that's
At
on
the
already been
them
highest,
talking
then, bro.
about he been
at the
already he been already
highest
talking
level, your
about that
mind got to be
stuff.
right. Your
I
mind got to be
appreciate.
right.
I don't know if y'all
But this
that
what
ain't
y'all don't
it ain't
understand.
it ain't
That's
coming from
on
hate with
them
me. I
then
want to see
though.
him do
That's for
good. That
But
ain't
them
what,
coming
to
from that
decide.
ain't coming from
but what
hate
I'm
or none
saying
of that
is
shit.
for them. What I'm saying is this for them to decide. But
If
like
I was
Rich
a
was
nigga
saying,
close
if
in
they
line, tell
decide
that
to,
nigga that straight up.
if they
I tell
decide
you,
to go in there, if a boxer decides to go into the
On the
ring and he's
reviews,
not mentally
click the
sharp
link
at the highest
again.
level,
I ain't
if a
gonna
if
lie.
a boxer decides to go into the ring and he's not mentally all the way mentally fit, that's his choice, but that's going to show up at the highest level of the sport. And we're talking about the highest level of the sport. And so Rich is trying to break down is that look, when we're fighting, when we're trying to get to the highest level in collisions and we're in a crash collision to get the best fights right here at 135, particularly with get Tank in with his best competition where he's at, we would want him mentally sharp. We don't want the excuse
Let
that
me
he has
say
shit
this,
going on.
Blaze. I get exactly what you're saying, but y'all seem to have this romanticized view of boxing. That's not how this shit work, bro.
I don't have
You
a
gotta fight.
romanticized view
You
of
gotta hold
boxing.
on. You cut me off. You gotta fight when you gotta fight when shit is available. You don't got time all the time to be like, let me get my money. They don't got time to do that.
Yeah, bro.
They have lives to live and they're professional fighters, bro.
Well, then
Nobody
let me.
is like, nah, I'm not gonna take this fight because a lot of times these fighters are strategically picking times when other fighters having shit going on to fight them. Like that's
And,
boxing. That's how
and
this
that's
shit
by and
works.
look, and that's
Yeah,
the whole point. But what I'm
it's
telling you is
silly.
Hey,
we're watching it
hey,
play out before our eyes with the Lamont Roach rematch. Shakur, I mean, Tank has all the cards in the deck. This fight could have been played. This fight could have been set. This fight could have been set. Tickets could have been sold, and the anticipation for the rematch could be coming. What's the holdup? What are we
Bro, you
waiting
just
for
gotta
here?
wait for the announcement, bro. I don't know
man,
what we waiting
I
for.
No,
don't know.
Y'all
I
just
they
don't.
gotta
Hey,
Hey,
wait.
hey,
look,
for real,
Y'all
they made
just
an
why are you
gotta
so
wait.
announcement.
emo about
No,
it though? Why
but
are you so
preset, but
emotional about it?
hold on,
I don't know. I don't
preset.
know
Like, why are
who
you in
what.
your feelings?
Hold
Hold
on,
on.
Hey,
You
one
look.
said
mic, one mic, one mic, one mic, one mic,
they
Hey,
one
let
mic.
made
me.
it,
But you hold
but they
on, nigga.
made
You
a
been
date.
talking for
They
like
made a date
5 minutes.
already.
Hey,
No,
They
look.
they
made a date
didn't make.
already.
Hold on, let me stop you, Blaze. Piece for Pete. They never made a date. That was a rumor, and everybody was saying they think that's gonna be the date. They never
Okay.
officially came out and gave a date. That's why I don't understand why you niggas is in an uproar. They
They
I'm
never
just
not in an
they
officially
uproar.
announced
I'm not
they
in an
nothing.
just looking
uproar.
for
No,
something to
bro,
be
Not
you in
mad
you,
the
about.
Blaze.
uproar.
You know
Not
how
you,
it
Blaze.
is.
I'm not talking about you personally, Blaze.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
they know who I'm talking to. They know who I'm talking to.
I
Just
ain't in
wait
no.
for the
Hey,
announcement.
look. Hey, one thing about me, I'm not in no uproar. I'm just saying, if your mental ain't in there all the way, you shouldn't even be fighting right now. I don't care what y'all say about. Oh, this not how it works. This not how it works. A
It's
man
not
ain't
how it
supposed to do.
works,
A
Rich.
That's
man
your
ain't supposed to.
opinion, bro.
A
That's just
man
your
ain't supposed
opinion,
to
man.
do this.
Name me
Keep
one
away from.
boxer right now
Ain't
that their
time
mental is
out, Rich.
going.
Ain't nobody say a man ain't supposed to do nothing.
Nah,
But
cause
where do you be coming up with this
that's what
stuff?
it sounds like. You ain't
What
supposed
am
to
I
do this.
listening
Now,
to,
No,
man? This
no,
shit is
I
no.
don't
crazy.
It
know, bro.
sounds
This is
like
the most
time out.
emo guys I've
It
ever heard in my life.
sounds like I'm saying these fighters gotta fight when things are available to fight. They don't have time to be like, nah, my mind ain't right. They're not do none of these fighters are doing
hey,
that, Rich. I
well,
Yeah,
guarantee you
plus
that.
Like,
let me
please
I
say,
name me
top
one
guarantee you
boxer
that.
who's
let me
going in
on top
clear
of
headed
that.
the
let
whole
me
time.
say something. Let me say something. One fighter named Lamont Roach said the fight's supposed to happen on August 16th. He said the fight's still on August 16th. And I'm willing to bet anybody on this panel it don't even happen in August.
Well, when
Let's
it
bet.
Okay,
happened,
it's
it
gonna
happened,
happen
man.
Let's
whenever
Yeah,
they
bet.
when it happened, it
announce it, Rich.
happened.
Goddamn.
Let's bet on that. And let's bet
But
on
what you
that.
want to bet for though?
Bet for what?
For what?
Yeah.
This shit
Let's
silly.
bet on. Let's bet
Like,
on that.
why do you want to bet? What do you? What's your
Nah,
motivation?
cause what I'm saying is that's what's really going on with him. He probably not trying to, and y'all keep trying to force this on people. Oh, he gonna
What you
What are
fight.
mean?
we
You
forcing?
the one trying
Nah,
to force it, bro. You not right now. You're talking about making a bet. You're the one trying to force it.
Let me get this cash app. Shout out to Isaiah, what you doing? Or WYD. I don't even know if that stands for what you doing, but I always want to say that when I see that. If Tank fight right now, he KO and shit. He got a lot going on. Shout out Isaiah
yeah, that might
WYD.
be
And
true.
let me say this about Tank. And sometimes this is what I don't think y'all understand about these boxers either. Some of these boxers have been in spaces or lived in spaces or grew up around spaces or are all raised around spaces where they got shit going on. And their whole life have been like that. So they Tank may be a better fighter when he got shit going on versus when everything cool and calm. You just never know because of what he's used to. So he may take this and feed off of it and be a better fighter in the ring. But this romanticized view of everybody need to be clear headed, nobody should have an injury, everybody should be perfect before they fight it. No, that's not how none of this works. You what's up? What you got for the show?
What's up with you two? What up, panel? Cash,
What up, brother?
Rich. What's up with y'all? I can't see the other guys. I just know I heard Rich and Cash. I if Tank isn't focused, that's on him. I mean, I would think that this shit gives him fuel to his fire. Like he can use this to, you know what I mean? Like take it out on Lamont. That like fighters need the kind of something to keep them going, especially when you're in the position Tank's in. Kid don't even want to box no more. But I'm of the opinion, I kind of agree with Rich though. If his head ain't in it and he's fucking left field like he was for the first fight, probably isn't a good idea to fight right now. Just
I mean, do he got a choice? D1? You feel what I'm
probably
He
saying?
should he should just retire if he don't want to fight right now. And let
most
Lamont move on.
I ain't say retire. I'm
there
just
ain't a
saying
lot of
you
No,
should
time.
no,
put that.
no, but it's not fair to
I ain't
sit
say
there
retire.
and hold on, brother. It's not fair to hold a whole slew of fighters up just because you ain't got your stuff together. Now, if you
I
want to
just
retire,
No, that's a
take a
fact.
6 month,
I
six
ain't
months,
say I ain't say I
ain't see sport. Ain't nothing
I ain't
wrong
say,
with that.
hey
Yeah,
look,
yeah,
I ain't
because
say
even
retire.
Eva Shakur fake retired. T.O. fake retired. So yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, so you definitely could do that, but like any other sport, a person going through some problems or something like that, they could take out. But this is the only time I hear
No,
something
they
about, oh,
don't, Rich. These
And hold
actions
up.
are not taken.
Nah,
He's
you
I
got
can
to
I can
play,
already
name
buddy.
going through something. You tripping.
I can name NBA, I can name NFL, I can name tennis, I can name fucking soccer. That any other time someone going through something mentally in the head,
No,
or they
they're
say they
not.
going through something, they take out.
Rich,
I can
No,
name.
Rich, hold on. You beating the dead horse, man. Now we can Buster Douglas lost his mom and he still fought, bro. So I mean, come on, man.
Sure
We
did.
get, but fighters
Nah,
Sure
do this
but
did.
all the time.
Nah,
Facts.
but
Yeah, man.
yeah, because
Facts. That man lost
that's
his
when you
mom.
need it. That's when you need it. Tank don't need it. Tank don't need that money
Bro,
right now.
bro, bro.
Tank,
He go
No,
stop it, bro.
Man, you know how
Stop it.
many
Stop it.
great
Stop
fights
it.
we got in the past from mentally
you
unstable
don't know
guys, man?
tank
It is
expenses.
ridiculous.
I can
all right,
imagine
man.
what
Well,
those
Y'all right,
guys have
man.
to face
Y'all right.
lately.
but
A
first
lot
of
of
all,
heat.
Y'all right. My bad. Y'all right.
Buster Douglas' mama dying is why he was motivated to beat Tyson.
Like these are regular people, man. Everybody going through shit every other day, man. Come on, man.
Exactly.
Right. That's
Exactly.
part of it.
Well, look,
That's part of
well,
Everybody
life.
got
as of right
problems.
now, we don't have a fight, so we ain't really got anything to talk about.
Well, when the
So
fight get announced, they get announced. Why
you,
you niggas
you
trying
know
to
you
stop
go
Exactly.
you
taking
go to
shit
box
serious?
you go to
Exactly.
box rec, ain't
Exactly.
nothing on there.
Niggas is
Man,
You
going
know what I'm
man,
They
saying?
ain't
look,
gonna
You
announce.
go to
man,
Crawford.
They ain't
man.
gonna announce it
Crawford
till
fight is
after
on
the
Crawford fight is
Mario.
on box rec already. Ain't nothing on box
man,
rec for
who
Tank. So
gives a
as of
fuck?
right now, you ain't got no fight, bro.
Big deal.
Hey, look,
It is what it is,
It
man.
is what it
No, this
is.
my
hey,
thing. This
The
my thing.
PBC
Let me
don't
ask
want
y'all a
everybody
question, because
interfering.
this where it get confusing. How can you say he don't need to fight right now? He need to get his head together, but then cry about the fight announcement.
I'm not. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not mad at the fight. I'm saying if
Yeah, make it
I was,
make sense, man.
look, I'm saying if I was close, I wouldn't even want a person that's talking like this or doing stuff. The action showing. I wouldn't even want a person that's like this, even going inside the ring. Like, yeah, man, we
So
gonna
you wouldn't have
reschedule this.
want you
We
wouldn't have
gonna we
wanted
gonna
Sean Porter to fight Terrence Crawford.
listen. I would have been like, man, we could do this
Facts.
a couple months later, a couple of this. But everybody is different. Y'all keep screaming out, Buster does had this with his mom, or this person with this, or this person. Everybody moves differently. And right now, what we seeing is, even if the fight in August, as Lamont Roach said, it's nothing that popped up, it's nothing that showed up. So it's obviously something that's really going on wrong. You know what I'm saying? Whether you
Why does
like it
it
or
have
not,
to
oh,
be wrong?
he gonna announce it whenever he is, and all that stuff. Obviously, something's going on,
They,
man.
they didn't they have the same problem with the first fight.
It's
Nah,
the
the first
same
fight they
pattern over and
announced. The
over and over
first
again.
fight
All
they
right, man. You
announced
kind
They
of
it.
had a
hogging the mic
they
with
had a
tears right
venue
now,
issue.
bro. We don't want to
The
hear this
first
shit
fight
over.
they announced it 2 months
And then they
before.
moved the date to somewhere else.
Yeah, and they still announced it 2 months before.
Okay, they're
It
not
happened.
doing
It
a
happened
mistake
in
this
March
time. They're gonna
3rd.
make sure everything is
They
Ain't
did
they
fixed
not
say
on
this
that.
happened in October?
man. Who said it was October? I heard
That's what I
Lamar.
heard. It's
I
October.
heard Lamar Roach said August
The fight gotta
16th.
be pushed back. It ain't gonna be no fight August the 16th. It is what it
Exactly.
is. You
There ain't
know,
gonna be one.
it is what it is, man. Ain't nothing to
And
talk
then
about.
Lamont
It ain't
is
no
not a
fight.
final announcement. So let me say this too. Switch subjects here a little bit. Oh, Rich, because what you saying is you wouldn't have wanted Sean Porter to fight Terrence Crawford because he was talking about he had already said he was retired
He was basically retired. Facts.
and he needed hip surgery and all kind of shit he had going on. But
Yeah, I
let
mean
me say
that was.
this.
I mean,
uh,
they both not the same people, and the way that Tank was
Oh, it's
talking is
different.
I keep saying
Sa-
that the way
Same
that he,
thing, Lomachenko.
I
Lomachenko talking
said,
about he
Same
want to retire.
thing.
Everybody talking
On
about
repeat,
no, you
man.
need to fight
I
On
said
Tank.
the
repeat.
way,
Loma
I said the
actually
way
did
that he was
retire and come
talking
out
when
of
you
I
said
really
retirement,
want to hear
bro.
this shit.
retirement, therapy, and this my last year of boxing and all that stuff, and then now this shit pop, this dumbass
Porter said
shit
the
pop
same
up.
thing.
No, did Floyd Mayweather retire twice?
Sean
I'm
Porter
not saying there's nothing
asked this
wrong with
last night
retirement.
tomorrow.
I don't even give a fuck about retirement. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. If you gotta do what you
You
gotta
just
do
don't
to
like
get your
Tank
shit
No,
talking
back and
about it,
come back
right?
better, then
You just
yeah,
don't like
do
Tank
it.
talking
point.
about it.
Hold
I
on,
would
He
Rick.
never,
just
I would
making up
never.
Hold on,
shit, man.
Okay,
Rick.
man.
He trying to
Just
play. He trying to be an
listen.
armchair
Nigga, repeat
psychiatrist.
himself,
Listen,
man.
Rick.
Huh?
Just listen. I'm
Stop
I'm
repeating the
gonna say
same
this,
shit
and
over and over.
I'm gonna change. Anyway, let me just switch subjects here, change
Yeah,
gears.
Yeah,
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 man.
because he
Cause
Look,
way
he
too
played.
emotional about this.
did Floyd Mayweather retire? What the
He
fuck that
way
got to
too
do with
emotional
anything?
about this.
You missing the whole
The
point.
fuck?
Look, I
Had to go
put a
run his
post
blood
up
pressure up.
Like I can't.
because Layla Ali said that she would fight Clarissa Shields for 15 or 20 million. So I put a post up and I'm like, why is this a conversation, right? Like, what are we even talking about? And people really was in the comments like, oh, in her prime, Layla would have beat Shields and and I'm like, listen, y'all, Layla Ali could never beat Clarissa Shields. Not in her prime, not never.
That's your
Would
opinion, though.
Ali beat Clarissa Shields, y'all? Y'all go
I
back and
agree.
watch Layla Ali fight.
Man, Layla Ali would get destroyed.
Layla
I
Ali was
agree.
a very
T Rex is too
well.
aggressive, man.
Layla Ali was a very well moved fighter. Y'all know
That's why
how the
she didn't
fight
fight
game
Ann
go.
Wolf.
Are y'all serious? I don't know
Facts.
in what world. I don't know. Listen, y'all gotta recognize Clarissa Shields' skill level. I don't care if you don't like her
Real talk.
attitude. I don't care none of that. Y'all gotta be objective about stuff. Just because you don't like somebody don't mean you can't acknowledge the fact that they a good, skillful fighter. Layla Ali needs to stay as far away from Clarissa Shields as she possibly can. I don't care if they pay her 20 million. She gonna rob
The mo-
y'all.
Unfortunately, the money ain't there for women's boxing. But if it was there, I would love for that shit to happen just so T Rex can see it,
Layla
man. T Rex
Ali
is
been
different.
out the ring 18 years, bro.
Exactly,
No, that
exactly.
would
It'd
be
be like
terrible.
it'd be terrible. But if they want the money, hey, I'm all for it. Real talk. But
No cap,
nonetheless, that's go ahead.
what you got for the show? I had to say that because people really in my comments like, in her prime, Layla would have beat Shields. No, she wouldn't. No, she wouldn't. No cap,
I
what you
don't
got for
know.
the show?
Layla Ali got she knocked out most
Man,
like
don't make me
everybody
kick
she
you off
fought.
of here, Cap. Don't make me kick you off of here, bro.
It did. She had Roger Mayweather traded her. I don't know, man. And she way bigger than Clarissa Shields.
And slower. And she
But
not as
but
skillful.
see, thing about Layla fought like a girl though. That's the difference.
Yes.
I don't remember
She was
that. She
very
just knocked
Yeah,
sloppy
that
with her
motherfucker out.
punches,
Go
chin
look
straight up
like
in the air.
There's
Shields
no
just
way to
started
find
knocking
out.
out
Nobody
people.
got a time machine. So
go
what's the
back and they
talking
don't
about?
need no time machine. Go look at Layla Ali
Yeah.
fights. Y'all stop it, bro.
and,
Stop
and,
it.
and so that's why we don't need the time machine because we can just compare resumes and just look at what Clarissa Shield has accomplished in her
You
boxing
got
You
your
career
don't
compared to
even
opinion, and
need
Layla
that's
Ali.
it, man.
you don't even need to compare a resume. It's no comparison, Blaze.
No, but what I'm
Clarissa
saying is
Shields
when you
is a
put them
true
together, when you put them there, it's
bro.
clear that Clarissa's better, in my opinion.
No, it's an asinine argument in my opinion.
I
I
know
don't
the
know what
Layla
people
Ali. She
thinking.
had a lot of belts.
Not only that, but you got to remember, Carissa Shields actually had an amateur career. Layla didn't. She just used her father's
Two
name.
gold medal campaigns too.
And
Like
so,
let's not
so
forget that. First one at the age of
she had
17. And
she had
she
better
always
Floyd
skill.
would fight
Mayweather
with
ain't get a
boys in
gold
her.
medal,
She was the
so
only girl in her
what that
gym.
mean?
I got this one.
She was the only girl in her gym too. So you feel me? Like what are we talking about here?
Okay, but who she
Uh,
beat? Savannah Marshall, her best win.
Everybody. She beat everybody. She
nigga,
beat
is
everybody
nobody
that's
So
put
is
her
Celia
anybody.
no
Brackens.
cap. No time out.
Celia
No
Brackens
cap.
is
She
more
beat
accomplished
No cap. No
three
She
cap.
fought
division
against
than
Maurice
No
undisputed.
Clarissa
Hutchins.
Three
Shields,
division
no
and she
undisputed.
retired
Three division
undefeated.
no
undisputed.
fighter,
Three
no
division
fighter is
undisputed.
more accomplished than Clarissa Shields, bro. You tripping.
Period.
Celia
Man or
Brackens is
woman.
up on a
Man
professional
or
level. She did
woman.
more than Clarissa Shields.
No fighter, no cap. You don't, bro. You don't know what you. No fighter, male or female, is more accomplished than Clarissa Shields.
Three-time
No
undisputed.
way.
Three division
Those are
undisputed.
facts.
Three
Like what's
time
up? Y'all don't give
undisputed,
people
two
credit.
times
How we don't give boxers
in
credit?
'She
14
only got
fights. How many
16
fights?
professional fights.
She did it in 16 fights. That's my point.
Exactly.
Right,
That's the
because
And
point.
two
because
Everybody,
there
gold
wasn't
medals.
nobody there. It was like
And
time
two
out.
gold
Listen,
medals.
everybody she's fought damn near is a champion. Nobody else has done that. No niggas is doing that. None.
Yeah.
that because the landscape of the division she was in just
It
prevented
don't
that to happen.
mater.
It don't
It's
It
like
matter.
You
people
don't
can't
give
put no
matter.
Lomachenko
full
credit for
sanction on
getting
that,
the
bro. That's
Man,
fancy
just
she
belts
wild.
and
she was
stuff.
in a
It's like
few division, not just the division she was in. She was in
Every
a few
time, what?
divisions.
And whatever division she in, she's fighting the best in the division every single time because she only has 16 fights.
I'm gonna just say this real
Who
quick.
was best? Who was
I mean,
the best?
everybody got their own opinion. I mean, we seen Clarissa get put down by a much smaller woman than Layla Ali. You don't know if Layla could have knocked Clarissa out or not. I mean, as far as skills, I
Hell
would say
no.
Clarissa got the better skills for sure, but you never know if she was gonna
Like,
get
I don't
knocked the
think
fuck
Clarissa
out.
Shields beat a woman
There's
fighter
no way
better
to
than
know.
Christy Martin.
It's a pointless argument, man.
Like Christy Martin got 59 fights. You know what I'm
None of
saying?
them are
3
beating
different
Clarissa
weight
Shields.
classes.
Okay. They're not beating her.
It's like, no, I don't see Clarissa Shields. They fight nobody like that.
It's debatable, man.
Layla Ali knocked her out. Like, if I'm not mistaken.
Y'all silly if y'all think any woman, all the women back then have issues with all of the fighters now, not just Shields. These women fighters are way better than they were. Go back and look at those fights, y'all, and then look at
Yeah,
when
I
this fight
agree with you,
today.
man.
Name
They're
one
the
opponent that Layla
women,
Ali
the
beat.
women.
Name
Y'all just
one.
watched
Name
the
one.
whole
I
women's
just named
card, bro,
one. I
and
just
y'all
named
liked
one.
it.
Christy Martin got 59 fights.
Okay, Christy Martin.
Savannah Marshall's Clarissa Shields' best win. She got 15 fights.
Okay, now
No,
name
she beat
another one.
Christina Hammer. She was so cold at the time. Everybody was, oh, she gonna beat her. She beat the brakes off Christina Hammer.
Yeah, but you
Okay,
got them
Christina Hammer, the
59,
best one. She got 30 fights. That
them
was her best
59
win.
fights. Them 59 fights, probably most of them was cans that she fought.
Strippers and
How you know?
stay-at-home
You don't
moms.
know Christy
Yeah,
Martin?
Damn,
that's
two
that's
cent.
Like
that's like
hey,
saying
you don't
hey
even know Christy
hey
Martin is like
Two cent.
one of the most
hey
famous women fighters. She in the
hey
boxing hall of fame, nigga.
hey. That's like you see Julio
You know what I'm
Chavez record.
saying?
You see Julio Chavez record. All
Bro,
them fights was like 50,
Christy
60
Martin's in the
fights. Nigga
boxing hall of
0
fame,
and
and none of
8,
them hoes
0 and
Clarissa
10.
Shields beat is in the boxing hall of fame.
Hold on. Let me get Isaiah WYD in here. Man, that Bill Haney picture went viral. Everybody
Yeah,
got that
bro.
as
That's
their avatar.
hilarious, bro.
I
That
have
is
to.
hilarious.
This right here is the perfect representation of Bill, so I gotta let everybody know.
That hoe went viral. What's up? What you got for the show?
I was just listening. I tapped in when somebody was saying that they wanted Tank to just lay down for a little bit, and then somebody said Tank got to retire because he holding Roach or whatever. But I mean, if I recall, Roach is a 130 champion, so fuck y'all talking about he's holding Roach. Roach could easily go and do whatever he wants if he don't make the Tank fight. Y'all remember he said he was jumping up to 147, he was going to 140, and that
Yep.
he's so big that he's gonna end his career. I think he said at 154. So he ain't holding
Nah,
up.
that's
Listen,
And don't
nah,
Lamont
Roach
waiting for
have a
that tank
mandatory?
fight. Lamont's about to get paid, so
that's
he's gonna
hey
sit still.
Nah, but hold on though. Hold on. I'm not done. You see, all I see is Roach keep saying, "Oh, the fight's going on. The fight." What if Roach is just trying to pressure Tank because he think that right now is the perfect time to beat him? An
And
unfocused,
it's his biggest payday.
of
Like,
course.
why would you
Well,
not just wait on the rematch? That makes no sense.
But you
It's in
see,
Lamont's best interest to be like, hey, champ, get it
So then
together,
he
champ. We
gotta
support
wait
you.
and shut
Fight's
up
still on.
then.
But that's what I'm.
exactly.
He's not talking.
But the
We're
thing
talking.
is,
Nobody.
no,
He's
no, no,
not
no, no.
talking. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Roach
He's saying all the
has
right
been.
things.
Hold on, Blaze. Roach has been talking, and he even got a Twitch. The brother doesn't even know what to Twitch about, so he got two videos of him watching his fight twice, reacting to his reaction.
Because he's not a content creator. He's a boxer.
Well,
Like,
then
what are
why
we
is he
talking
trying
about
to
here? You
act
got a
like it?
boxer
Why is he
you
trying
got a
to act like
boxer
it?
on these platforms trying to build his brand, trying to get his bag, homie. He's a boxer though. Did you
It
just see
don't
that
matter,
fight he
bro.
just had
It
with?
don't
Did
matter.
you just see that fight he just had with Tank? And
Yes,
he's
I
champion
did.
at 130. I'm pretty sure he's focused on boxing, homie. So when he turns on the
I don't know,
streaming,
bro.
I don't
I don't
expect
know.
him to be a streamer,
I
bro.
don't know. I
Man,
mean,
listen,
I don't
he
Hey,
know.
that's some real
arguably
shit
beats.
right there. Hey,
I don't
Blaze,
know.
Listen, check
that's
this
some
out.
real
Check this out.
No, it's
like
Check
not.
this
how
out.
you get mad at
Check
a
this
nigga
out.
for trying to find
Check this
another
out.
lane? That's a boxer.
He arguably beat.
He
He
didn't beat
arguably
Tank. I don't
beat
want to
Tank.
hear that
He
bullshit.
arguably. It was
No, he didn't.
arguable.
Go
Listen, with
watch
that
the
bogus
fight.
ass
Go
movie,
No, it
rewatch
wasn't
the fight.
listen,
arguable.
bro. It was
Go
close. What I'm
rewatch the
telling you.
fight.
Listen, bro. I'm not telling you. I'm not saying he won. Listen to me. You're not hearing me. I'm not saying he won.
You
But
just said
it
he
is.
arguably won.
It's debatable because of that controversial knee. Because if they count the knee, he wins on points. But he
That's a
didn't. So let's just see.
technicality though, Blaze.
No,
That's a
no.
technicality. Like
Again,
y'all talking about a win off a
no. Two
technicality.
cent.
I
Two
had
cent.
him
Two
winning
cent.
even if he had the
Listen,
knee
no,
counted.
2 cent. 2 cent. Here's what
First
I'm
off,
telling
that's
you. You're
not
not
true because
listening.
Tank won that
You're
round. He
not
took the knee
listen,
in.
bro.
Like
You're not
after he got
getting
up the
you're
knee,
not
he beat up Lamont Roach in that round. That was
but it
like one
would
of
have
his
been
best
Facts.
10-8.
rounds.
It would have been
Facts.
10-8. But listen though, check this out.
No, it
Look though,
wouldn't. It would have been
listen,
9-9 at the most,
y'all
at the
not
worst.
hearing me. I'm not saying he won. I said it's debatable. It was that close. That's the only thing I'm saying. The
No, the
point is
fact is he
Man,
this.
didn't
talking
win,
about a
but he
tank
acted like
fight
he
like
won.
getting
And that's
your
the
Exactly.
car
problem.
stuck in the
He didn't
ditch,
win,
man.
and
You're
he
not
acted
finna
like
get
he
your
acted like
point off,
Berlanga,
bro.
but he acted like he won something when he
You
didn't.
can't get
That's the
out
But
of it.
he's
problem.
not. No, he's not
Roach
Berlanga. That
had
fight was
Berlanga in the
close.
training camp with him, so
That fight
Berlanga
was
taught him how
close,
to go on
though.
the draw tour.
Man, listen, man. That fight was close, bro. Yo, what are you guys talking about?
No, it
Like
was.
Tank can
Close
It
on the
lose
was.
that
couch and
fight and
horseshoes. He didn't win.
Tank can lose.
It
Tank can
was
lose the
close,
rematch,
but I
though.
clearly saw Tank win. I saw Tank hit
Okay,
him
okay.
with
I'm not
more shots,
disagreeing with you, bro.
and all
No
Okay,
Roach
cap,
but
could
you
he
do.
didn't
funny as a
score. But
motherfucker, nigga.
just like you
Hey,
said,
y'all,
I know.
time
just
out,
like you
time out.
said,
Y'all
Tank
let
won.
Blaze talk.
Tank didn't win.
Blaze, land your
But
plane. Go
Man,
ahead.
and I'm gonna lay my
Blaze
plane
said,
right here. I'm gonna lay my plane real quick. Let me lay my plane real quick. Listen, brother. Just like I said, it can be debatable that that Lamont won. You're just saying you think Tank won, but neither one of them won. It was a draw,
I
bro.
didn't say I
So it's
think
crazy that
anybody
you
won.
argue
It was a
against me.
draw. That's what happened.
No, not
Like
you, not
No,
you, not you, not you.
it
The
was
other
still a
brother that was
draw.
talking. Not
It's
you.
still
But
a
the whole
draw, but
point is,
at
the
the
point I'm
end of the
trying to
day,
say is
I've
this.
seen the fight a lot of times,
I know
and
we
I don't
all
think
seen it, and
countering
it's
is going to win you a
debatable.
fight.
Again, bro,
Yes,
listen, bro, it's a draw. It is what it is. The point I'm trying to make is when we're getting back to it, reeling it in, I'm gonna let my plane is Lamont is in the best position of his career, and the best move right now is to sit still, say everything he need to say right, and wait for this Tank rematch because there's
but he's
nothing else he
not.
should be doing right now.
He's not. I guarantee you, if Tank comes out and says I want to rematch him, but not until next year or sometime in December, I guarantee
Then he'll
you,
take a fight in between.
I
Why
guarantee
not?
you, Roach is gonna go and say, okay, that's fine. You don't think he's gonna take the opportunity to go to 140? And he said that he was gonna fight the winner of Devin and I think he said Devin and Norman. Did he not? Or was that?
I'm sure he would, and it's gonna be the biggest payday of his life, but it's not gonna be as big as the fight with Tank.
Well, the
So
thing is,
if he
Roach
don't
out there
fight,
talking like he
if
got multiple options,
he do,
multiple.
he does
So then,
though.
I don't know why he's coming out acting like if the fight's made, we haven't heard no announcement. He could say whatever he wants. He could say the fight's still on, but at the end of the day, Tank has always said, and so has Leonard, the fight ain't happening unless Tank announces it. Am I lying?
And until Tank come out and say the fight ain't happening,
Exactly.
we're anticipating and waiting for the fight to happen, brother.
Exactly. So what are we talking about? Roach is a 130 champion. He could easily go back down and defend that belt.
But he's waiting on his Tank fight, homie.
Yes, but all I'm saying is what if he doesn't get that opportunity because Tank is tied in this right now? You
Okay,
really
that's a
think
whole nother argument.
Roach is gonna sit out a whole 7-8 months?
Probably if he guaranteed to get the Tank right, yeah.
Well, he's very dumb. He's very dumb to do that.
No, he's not.
Yes, he
You
is.
nah,
you
nah,
you
nah,
ain't
nah, nah.
you ain't getting that
Hey,
type of bread.
hey,
I don't know
hey,
what you're
hey,
talking about.
hey,
I'm
hey,
just being
hey,
honest,
hey, oh, hey, hey,
How is he
Blaze.
dumb to sit on a career payday? That don't make no sense.
Hey,
bro.
hey,
He's
hey,
gonna he's
hey,
gonna
Hey
come.
Blaze.
man, whenever we talk about Tank, we get stuck. Bro. This been going on for like 20 minutes, man. The man ain't fight. What else we gonna talk about, man?
Exactly.
I mean, it
He's
is
not.
what it is.
He's not
We
gonna
stuck in
fight.
the mud right now, bro. We ain't going nowhere, man.
But you see, everybody keep listening to Roach, and they're like, "Oh, the fight's still gonna happen August this." No, it's not. So
Them fighters don't be knowing till you know what I'm saying.
exactly,
They
that
don't know
shit is
exactly
not gonna
what's going
happen.
on either. So
And,
we'll see. We'll see.
exactly. So until we get that fight, I don't believe that Roach knows what he's talking about. He's just chatting shit just to try to keep it alive because he knows that Tank going through this, and just in case he might not even get that fight again until next year or possibly, maybe in a couple more months.
So wait, is Lamont Roach for doing this though?
What's up?
You saying Lamont Roach for doing this, or what you saying?
I think Lamar Rose just talking. I don't think he fully knows what's going on. I mean, if he really knew what was going on, and then the fight would have been announced. So right now it's just hearsay, she say. That's all it is.
But PBC got the shit together. They gonna announce the fight. It ain't got nothing to do with the
Exactly.
fight.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't want to hear nobody from Pro Box announce a fight that ain't even been announced by the people putting the fight on.
Yeah,
Man,
exactly. So what's coming up
man, he
next?
going through Lamont
What
Roach
fight we
going through
looking
a hard
forward
time,
to?
man.
What? No, Rich. What the hell are you talking about, bro?
Nah, I'm saying he going through a hard time. Then
How is
if
he
he
going
saying
through
it's
a
if
hard
he said
time?
if he clearly think it's August 16th, and it's not August 16th, and
Then he
he was
clearly
told.
doesn't think it's August 16th, Rich.
Boxers troll too, man.
You tripping, bro?
Nah, I think
No,
Roach
bro, I
being
see
for
this
real. I
August
don't think he's
16th
trolling.
fight, dog.
All right, man.
After
Like I say,
the Barrios and Pacquiao fight, they're gonna announce the Lamont Roach and Tank fight. I guarantee it.
yeah, that'd probably be true.
But
I
you know
agree
what?
with that.
I wouldn't even be surprised if after that Barrios fight, they give it to Rolly. And let's be honest, they might. Now, I hear a lot of talks that Jerome Boots might get it, but I don't think so.
Who said
I think
Man,
54 now? Why would you
if
say
they feed Pacquiao to Boots, they need to be arrested.
exactly.
who said
It's not
54 though?
happening. Boots
I
is at
mean, they
154.
might
It's not happening.
they might even keep it in house. I mean, you got Rolly over there,
I mean,
so
I could see them. I could see Rolly fighting Pacquiao
Not Boots.
before
I can too.
Boots.
I can too. And
Me too.
even if Barrios wins, I feel like that's gonna be the next fight, the next route that we might see Rolly go for the belt for the
And then
W.
Rolly gonna be unified at 47. What the
That's
haters
what
gonna
I'm
say
saying.
then?
I
What
Man,
they
know.
gonna
Rolly the
say
best
then?
thing at 147, man. He the best fighter at
Sugar
147.
Rolly.
If
Sugar
Rolly
Rolly.
become unified at 47, he'd have surpassed Shakur and Devin Haney.
Straight up.
Damn.
Why y'all worried about what the fuck you worried about Shakur Devin
Damn.
Haney
No,
for?
no. Listen, man. No, no,
Because
Because
y'all
they
said
no.
they
his
was better than
No.
Rolly and
contemporaries.
it was
Devin,
No,
this
lies.
is
no,
funny.
Y'all
no.
said Rolly
This
wasn't
is
Because
shit.
funny.
time out. Let me
This
say
is
this because
funny.
they're his contemporaries from 35. So they just comparing.
Yeah,
Right,
I
they was
know, but
Man,
three.
he ain't
Rolly
better,
started.
man.
Like
Rolly a
how
three division
how did
champion.
Shakur
135.
Devin
I'm about to say, man.
how
Rolly a
did
three
Shakur
division
Devin
champion, just like Shakur.
damn.
Three
And Devin was
divisions.
Shakur a three
undisputed.
division
Nah,
champion.
Broly's
Rolly
not
a three
better than
division
Devin.
champion.
Rolly wouldn't be better than Devin, bro. No, bro.
Man, Rolly knocked
We're
Devin
not
out,
doing
man.
that.
Tell Devin to come on, bring that smoke. He
Man,
ducking
listen,
Rolly.
man.
How the hell is
Listen,
Rolly,
bro.
Shakur
I think he'd rather
that
fight Brian Norman Jr. than Rolly.
Before I doing that.
He'd rather fight
No,
Brian
bro.
Norman Jr. than Rolly. He ain't want no smoke with Rolly, bro.
Facts.
I'm
Facts.
A Rolly fan, and I
Rolly don't
respect
want
it
no
because
smoke with
Rolly
Brian
look
Norman.
good. But come on, man.
Nigga, Rolly ain't worried about none of
Let's
them
not
dudes
just
at
be
47.
goofy.
I
He'd
would
have
like to
fought Tank
see. I want
already.
to see. I would like to see Rolly and Brian Norman fight. I think that'd be a good fight.
I want to see
I
Y'all
think
Rolly
that'd be a
can't
great
lie.
Stevenson
test
at
of Brian
147.
Norman.
Look, y'all can't lie. Rolly is a competitor at the 47
Man,
division.
Rolly look good right now. Rolly
Y'all
look
can't
Yeah,
good.
man.
lie.
He looking
Y'all
good,
don't
man.
want to
Facts.
acknowledge the fact that Rolly has gotten better. Y'all don't want
No,
to acknowledge
I'm
it.
agreeing with you. Two said that last fight
Not you,
was
Blaze. Not
good.
you.
Okay.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not
For
talking to
real,
you
man.
personally. I'm just saying.
Yeah, for sure. I
Y'all
got
don't
you.
want to acknowledge it. Y'all don't want to acknowledge. Every time somebody say Rolly, he trash. Won't nobody acknowledge he's gotten a whole lot better. And it wasn't even
I don't know
he
how
was never
Shakur name
he
pop
was
up with Rolly.
Rich. How you gonna start? Listen, he was never a bad fighter. Y'all just didn't like his style.
I
That's
don't
why
know.
y'all thought Rolly was trash. Y'all didn't like his
He
style,
fight different. He fought
and
different
he
against
chinny
Ryan though.
and he
He
chinny.
fought different against
But
Ryan.
He was cutting too much weight at them lower weights. That's why
he
he
fought
probably.
different against Pitbull. Go back and watch that Pitbull fight over again with Rolly.
No,
That's
no,
when I
you said it all
seen
the
it.
said. So that 2 cent where you talk about, yeah, he's fundamentally sound more boxing wise. But yeah, but before that, he wasn't fighting like that. When he fought
Now
old
he had a
dude
different
and they
style.
robbed the old dude, remember they robbed the old dude? What was his name? Old dude was winning and
Barroso.
they stopped it. Yeah, Barroso. Barroso was on his ass.
And
Barroso
then
was on his ass.
Barroso knocked out the next opponent he fought in the first round. And
Yes,
people kept
yes, he
trying to tell him.
did. Yes,
So
he did.
I
Old
don't
Ben
know why
Strip.
people keep saying he got the old man. And I'm like, why y'all keep talking about this old man like he ain't knock out his next
This
opponent?
old man
Like,
is him.
He is old though.
He is old though. He's hell old.
Yeah, man. Do like
He
80,
looked like
bro.
he chain smoke. You feel me? In between rounds.
Afro,
Champ Ross say
he
Rolly
got
ain't
knocked out by
beating
the Afro
nobody.
Samurai Hiroka.
Now let's run through this, right? Let's run through this for real. Let's have a hypothetical conversation, right? Rolly and Norman. How y'all see that fight?
Brody get his
Norman,
ass beat.
he get knocked out
Yeah.
because he gonna put his chin
I
there. He
don't
gonna
know
be
because
there
I
to
ain't
hit.
seen Brad
He's
Dover
gonna
fight
be
a
there to
big,
hit.
strong opponent like Rolly. So I want to see that fight.
He's gonna be there to hit, and Norman's is gonna crack. One thing about Norman, which where you gotta go back and watch his tapes. Every fight, he's getting better and better. He's training. He's putting
Hold
more
on.
stuff in his tool bag.
Let me address Ray Davis. What the F are y'all talking about? Didn't Rolly say he didn't want to fight Devin when Devin say he didn't want to fight Rolly? Narratives live and in living color. We just having a hypothetical conversation, Ray Davis. We ain't not
When did Rolly
spinning
say he
no
didn't want to
narratives
fight
over
Devin?
here.
That
And we've
nigga
We
seen
having a
too many
hypothetical
boxers change their
conversation
minds,
because
man.
I said that I would like to see Rolly and Devin fight at 47. It's just a hypothetical conversation.
Soft ass Devin fans, man.
When did Devin call
We
Rolly out though? Devin never called Rolly out.
they never. I'm just saying. I would rather see
She's talking about
Devin and
hypothetical.
Rolly than Norman. Yes, hypothetical. And I
See,
want to
with me,
see.
I just want to see anybody who got a belt at 147 fight the other champion, unified. That's it. Anybody who got a belt, I want to see it.
I do think
It's
it's
simple
gonna
for
be.
me.
I think that fight will be more competitive than this Norman Haney fight because this shit gonna be one sided than a motherfucker.
Well, this is the last time we gonna see Devin Haney with this
Hey,
Norman
My
that's
shit.
fact,
thing
bro.
though. This
Watch,
this
I
my
believe
thing
that.
though. I feel like we believe that. And I know people like, oh, they was forced to take the fight. But I just feel like, first of all, why would they take this fight if they don't think they could win? One, and nobody can force them to do anything. So, like, you can't be
True.
forced into a
Nah, 2 cents.
position. No,
I'm
hold on,
still
hold
not
on,
saying.
hold
I
on.
don't think they
Let
gonna
me
make
say
it. I
this.
think they gonna find a
Let
way
me
to
say,
back
why
out
you
and try
gotta
to
keep
fight
talking
Henderson.
over me?
I
I'm
thought you
about
were
to kick
done,
y'all
man.
off of here. Damn, y'all made me lose my train. Oh, why would they take this fight if they didn't think they could win, right? And I know to us it looked like da 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 da, Norman this and that. But at the same time, I just feel like Devin can box if he's okay. And that's really the issue, I think, is Devin okay mentally? Um, I I felt like Ryan and Devin was a bad style matchup. I don't know if I feel like that about Norman. I just feel like Norman is bigger, maybe stronger. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Is he more athletic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is he faster?
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, why would y'all take a fight like this if y'all don't really feel like y'all can win? You get what I'm
Because
saying?
Bill Haney talked himself into a corner. He tried to
I was
he
about to
got
say the
upset
same
because
thing.
Senior was taking his space as the clout chasing boxing dad. He wanted to get in on there. That he talked himself into a situation they can't get out of. And
That's
I
facts. You
still
actually,
think they're gonna try to get out the
I
fight and
agree.
try to fight Henderson. I think they're
Oh,
gonna try to back out. They're
hold
gonna find
on,
a way out this fight.
because Ray Davis said Devin asked for the fight. Brian Norman Jr. didn't ask for it. Oh my God, the hate is real. I
see, that's
only
cap.
laugh. That's
That's
not the
cap
story
though.
I heard.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not what
cap.
Brian Norman Sr. was saying. I
That's
didn't.
cap.
And nobody hating, bro. This is
Shit,
just
I
the
said,
story we
hey,
heard.
look, once
But
again, I ain't,
then Ted Jones say they try to get out the
hey,
fight. Dog.
once
That's Bill.
again,
Man,
once
that's Bill
again,
Haney homie,
I
ain't it?
don't like none of them guys, right? But I heard on Brian Norman Jr. say that he said Devin asked for the fight. I don't know about Senior, but Brian Norman Jr. out his mouth said Devin asked for the fight. I don't think he's scared of me because he the one that asked for it. So I don't know where y'all
He
get Brian
did
Norman Sr.
because
said
Bill
that.
put but Bill the one that brought up the fight.
Brian,
Nobody was talking about them
He
fighting
said
until Bill
Brian
hopped
Norman
on the
Jr.
line.
Brian Norman Jr. out his mouth said
That's
Devin
what.
asked for the
But
fight.
okay,
Right.
and that's what
Devin
I'm trying
think
to
he could
tell
beat
you.
Devin
Hold on,
probably think he
okay.
could beat
That's
Brian
what I'm
Norman.
saying. Nobody can force you to take a fight. That's what I don't know why people saying that or they forced to take a fight. Nobody can force you to take a fight. I could
The
say
public
no.
pressure.
I
It's
don't
the
care.
public
I
pressure.
don't care about the public backlash, bro. I'm not about to put myself in a situation where I keep hearing everybody say, "Oh, he gonna get destroyed. He gonna get." I'm not finna put myself in a situation like that, knowing that not. It's not like I never fight him, but if I'm not ready to fight him right now, why would I do that? I don't care about no public pressure. I can say no. So I
And
just don't
and
understand why people say
I
he's forced. Like I don't get that.
and,
I
and
don't get
I
that
agree,
narrative.
2 cent.
I look at Devin as a old school fighter, man. I feel like he's only 26 years old and he fighting the best right now in the weight. He went up to his weight class and fought the best at the weight
Jesus
class.
Christ.
I ain't
And let
taking
and
I
Man,
let's
ain't
what
not
the
taking
hell are
forget.
You
you
said
talking
only
and
about?
can I
26,
talk?
bro. Like, dog.
Can I talk?
Old school fighters is already Hall of Fame legends at
Can I
Hold on, y'all let
can I
Rich
talk?
finish and then we're gonna pass the mic. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
can I
Rich. Go
talk?
ahead.
Okay.
Land your plane. Go ahead, Rich.
I feel like everything he did in his career, and I'm gonna speak again because I ain't one of y'all guys that don't like. I don't like none of these guys. I don't like Devin Haney. I definitely don't like Devin Haney. But I would never take nothing away from that man's career, man. What he doing is doing stuff that other people not doing, and I gotta salute to him for doing that. I'm not gonna sit back and be on
What?
here
Oh,
hating on a nigga. And nah, that nigga 26 and he went up to the weight class and fought the best person in the weight class. Give him respect, man. And
all
that's
right. Let me
nothing else
say
to
this.
do
When
with
did
Land
nobody.
your
As long as
plane,
you
Rich.
hate his dad and
when he
all that
did
Rich.
shit,
this?
that's cool.
Hold on. Let me respond to Rich real quick because this is the type of shit I'm talking about. Devin Haney is gonna fight a competitive fight in his weight class. Okay, like what is the problem? He's not the only person fighting competitive fights, y'all. Nobody can say Brian Norman is the best at 47. You cannot make that conclusion. Nobody's the best at 47 yet. You can't just stamp him with the best at 47 because Devin about to fight him. No. Nobody's the best at 47 yet. That's what they're fighting to see. And this whole, oh, he fighting in the weight class. He's fighting in his weight class. He's fighting a fight in his weight class, y'all. Like, I don't understand the extra sauce y'all putting on it.
Straight
I
up,
He
man.
won't
fighting
This
a
put no
dude
big
been
extra
weight
weight
sauce
fight.
on
bullied
it.
for years,
And
I
I'm
man.
gonna
won't
This
put
say
dude
no
this
weight
extra
again.
bullied,
I'm
sauce
gonna
on
man.
it,
say
but
this.
I would say he's fighting a
All of a
champion. He's
sudden
I'm
with
moving
gonna
up
say.
to
this.
147
I,
and he's fighting a champion. And last I checked, Brian Norman Jr. was on his list. So it ain't like he backed into a corner, unless he backed himself into a corner because he put the
I don't
list
even
out.
want to
And he's
argue
fighting
about
somebody
shit
on his
like that.
list.
Like he got backed into the corner and all that wild stuff. All I'm saying is he's fighting one of the best in his weight class, if not the best in his weight classes. We put it like that. And he tried to do it
No,
at 140.
he's
And he did. I'm just saying every weight class that he been in, he did that. And I can't take nothing away from that man for doing that. I don't
Every
I
weight
don't
class he was in,
I
he
can't
weight
strip
bullied,
I
bro.
can't strip
He
that
weight
nigga
bullied.
nothing of what he done did
And
in
you can strip
boxing,
him a weight
period.
bullying
okay.
there.
So Ryan
I
was the best at
can't
140. Ryan was the
can't.
best at 140.
Ryan was the best at 140. I
Ryan
mean,
was one of the best
Ryan
at
was in
140.
Ryan was
No.
top five.
No, hold on. He fight the best in every weight class, Rich. So Ryan was one of the best at 140, is what you're saying.
Ryan was top at on 140, top five.
Okay.
I think Regis at the time was top five at 140 at that time. At that
Uh-huh.
time. And he
Uh-huh.
fought those guys. And you gotta salute him for doing that, man. It's nothing,
And
it's
putting on
really
Why do
nothing.
25
you
extra
get to
pounds, huh?
Huh?
no, hold on.
I
Okay.
don't care if he
Yep.
did this. He
Yep.
made
25 extra
Of
pounds. Yep.
course.
Weight
Of
he
course you
bully.
don't
made
care.
I say
he
it.
Of course
made
I
you don't
say
weight.
it.
care.
It does.
The,
Yeah, I say
the
it.
guy the
It
guy
don't take
made
away
weight
from
and
him
that's
fighting
all.
competition.
That's all. He made weight and that's it.
Uh,
I'm not gonna take that
Regis
away from that
35
man.
years old, Ramirez 35 years old, Loma 35 years old.
This is what I'm
Come,
saying. Nobody's
come on,
taking
man.
anything away from him, Rich. I don't even know why that even came
Nah,
up.
cause
Nobody's
I hear
taking
people
nothing
He
say
away
he
fought
from
got
him.
somebody his
No,
age,
the
Ryan.
dude just said the age.
Ryan
They
beat
just
him
take it away
down.
because they claim all these guys as old people.
Norman gonna beat him down too. Every time he fights
yeah,
somebody
man.
his age, he get beat down.
Yeah, man. Shout out to them,
Oh,
but I
that's why
don't
we
like.
talking about this.
Hey, you
But that
talking to somebody that don't like that nigga at all, man. Like I
I'm
ain't
just
one of
speaking
these niggas that
facts.
just
I
naturally
don't know
hate a
what
nigga
about
for
it.
no reason.
Okay, so after
I
he
don't
get
like him at
washed, I
all,
don't
and
want to hear
I'm
it,
gonna
Rich,
bro.
you
give
gotta
it
stop
credit when
crying
it's
about
due.
people opinion. Hold on, you gotta stop crying about people opinion being hate, bro. They can have their own opinions. But like I said, I don't think I like altogether. I'm gonna wait till November, but I don't know. I don't if all this everybody's saying is true, I don't see the fight happening then. If the fight don't make sense at all, right? I don't see it happening. Because why would you put yourself in a fight? And we're talking about Bill and Devin Haney of all people. I won't say they smarter than this, but you know what? I don't know. But why would they put themselves in a fight like this where everybody feel like he's so overmatched, he ain't got no business in the fight? Like, why would they do that? I don't care if I put you on my list. I don't care if it was public pressure. Y'all know Bill could shuck and jive his way around it if it was really that serious, I feel like. Or they just capping and they not gonna take the fight and they not finna fight in November. It's one of those two things. Either they're confident they can be competitive and win that fight, or they're capping and the fight is not gonna happen. It's no in between, in my opinion.
I think they're
They
confident.
capped
That's
it.
it.
Tay Jones already exposed that they capped it. They did. They tried that stunt with the security guard to try to get. They trying to get out the fight. I already see it. I know whole moves when I see them, and they trying to weasel their way out of the
Yep,
situation.
they definitely
And
is.
Hey,
it's not gonna happen,
hey,
dog.
Nah,
hey,
They
nah,
I
it
build
ain't
ain't.
it.
no, because
Hey,
you know
Let me say this
real,
real quick.
real,
Hold on.
real
Why would
punches will
I
be
accept
thrown
something just to try to
in a
weasel
fight.
out of it, y'all? That don't
Because
make
they goofy.
sense.
This is goof. This
That
is
don't
goofy
make
behavior
sense.
from goofy
hey,
individuals.
hey, look,
Listen,
I
let me
ain't
say
never.
this real
I
quick.
ain't.
Hold
Once
on,
again,
man.
I
Like,
ain't.
damn, you
Hold
just
on,
talked for
Rich.
like
Hold
5
on, Rich.
minutes.
Go
Hold your
ahead,
ass
Cash.
down.
Go
If
ahead,
you guys
Cash.
look at the opponents they were really going after, they were really desperate for that TO fight. Bill done slipped and said they wanted to bring up Shakur, and now we hear that even Hitchens was an option. So these niggas really wanted to fight a smaller dude. So the difference between them little niggas and the welterweight is you know what I mean, really significant. So these niggas don't got a
But
lot of options. They was
how we
about to be
let
on. We forgot they were about to be on BOK Prime before they got with Turkey, man. So these niggas don't got a lot of options.
let me say this though. Damn, what was I finna say? How we not addressing though, like you want to bring 35 pounders up to 47 or catch weight to 144 or whatever like that. Like, I don't see how Devin's sliding with that and nobody's saying nothing. This nigga got a list with 3 different weight classes on it. Like, bruh, you about to fight. I keep hearing Shakur Stevenson and Devin. I've been hearing that floating around a lot. And I'm like, I don't want to see Shakur go up and fight Devin. Like, you should have fought him at the weight class. You know what I'm
I,
saying?
I feel like that's the animal when Devin Devin
Stop it, man.
if that was really Devin list that he wanted to
Animal.
fight. Wait, let me talk. If that was really his list that he wanted to fight Boots at one. He wanted to fight Boots, Brian Norman, Tank, Shakur. I don't see why it's wrong for him to have that on his list. You know what I'm saying? Even if he pulled
I
him up,
didn't say none of it was wrong.
or if he pulled him down, I just feel like that's just the competitiveness. You know what I'm saying? Which will he get them fights? I don't think so. But I
Okay,
just
so
feel like, man,
let me
I
clear
just
this.
feel
Let
like
me so we don't have an issue. It's no problem with you coming up 2 weight classes or none of that. Y'all don't got no issues with that, right? None.
I
Y'all
feel like
cool
I
with
feel
it.
like I,
It's
I
it's
feel
the,
like
it's the it's the killer instinct. He just want he a dog. He want them all. That's cool, right?
hey, me personally, I think if Tank go up 147, I think, or Shakur go up 147, I think they could beat the shit out of Devin Haney. I like to see them do that to make history and beat the shit out of that guy. I think that y'all don't have to think that. I think that. I think they could do that. I think they could go up there and beat the shit out of Devin Haney, but that's just me
Man,
thinking that.
Tank at 47 is crazy work.
Yeah,
That's
they gonna
It's
crazy
wake
work.
not
He
up
ain't
and
happening.
got.
No,
realize
listen,
lose
it's
his
not
dream.
happening. But my thing
He
is
ain't got
this,
to make
man.
147.
This is
Hold on,
it's
hold on,
the
Blaze. Hold on, y'all. We
yeah.
just got Frequent up here. Frequent, y'all let Frequent talk. Nobody cut him off. Frequent, go ahead and say what you got to say. But I'm telling you now, if you start
You
saying
can
some
hear you
bullshit,
can hear me.
yeah, I can hear you.
Oh Lord.
No, I just want to address
Ray,
some
I
of this
can't see
hate
you,
that's
Ray.
being spewed out here. I heard somebody, I think it was the dude, No Cat, talking
Oh, my
about every
bad, Ray. I
time
thought
Devin
you was
fights
Frequent.
somebody his age, he lose. And I keep hearing people say that. But last I checked, Devin Haney got no losses on his record. And even Ryan Garcia, y'all want to say he beat him, even though he cheated. But let's give him the window. That's one person. So how you going to say every time he fights somebody his age, he lose? And he only fought one guy and
He
lost to.
only fought one guy his age. Exactly. That's a good point,
Yeah, he
Frequent.
only lost to one guy. So that's clearly hate right there. And then you want to discredit all of the people that he beat by saying that Lomachenko was what 38. What you said? How old he said Lomachenko was? But
I didn't discredit him. I just stated the fact. I just stated the
Nobody
fact.
how
drinking.
old he was, Tank was
I
about to
know.
fight
Don't
him
cut him
next
off.
though.
Let him
Because he
finish.
had a belt.
No
Tank was
cap.
about to
Loma
fight
didn't
him
have a
next
belt
though,
when
right?
Devin fought
No
him.
cap. No cap. Let him finish. No cap. Go ahead, Frequent.
No,
Somebody got a mute. They had got an ice machine or something. Is that you, Frequent?
no, that's not me.
Oh, go ahead.
That's no, but it's for the name though. I think that's why I think Tank want to fight Loma, and why Devin wanted to fight him too, because Devin had all of the belts. He already had all of the belts. So what else was left for except for his name? And we all know Tank don't even care about belts. So you can't say, oh, Tank was fighting for a belt. Tank don't even care about belts, bro. It was all for the name. So it's no different between Devin fighting him and Tank fighting him. It's just for the name. But if you want to say he was 38, then he was older. Definitely when he was going to fight Tank, if Tank actually got the fight. But I just think it's a lot of hate as far as people moving up in the weight class. Shakur, the one who said that he wanted to move up. He said he would move up to fight a big fight like Devin Haney or Conor
Conor
Ben or
Ben.
something like that. Yeah, or Conor Ben. That. Yeah, I think it's a different thing when the fighter down below is calling a person out up ahead of him. Up in a higher weight class, like when Mikey Garcia was talking about he sees something in Errol Spence. Ain't nobody say nothing about that because he was calling them out. It's not like Errol was, punching down,
Land the
asking
fucking
him,
plane, nigga.
what you say?
Land the plane, nigga.
I'm flying the drone right now, bro. You can't see, bro.
We don't
I
want
fly
to go to
drones.
5
Can't
different
you
states,
see?
nigga.
Can't you see the icon? Be quiet, man. She said, "Don't cut me off." But that's it. I don't really got nothing else to say as far as
Can I cook this
Cat.
nigga right quick and I'll keep it brief?
Yeah, cook this nigga, man.
All right. First of all, I pointed out the age of Loma because this is all this nigga Devin fights. Tank
Ray
called
Davis,
out
you got
Loma
it next.
because y'all said he was scared of Loma. That's why he called him out. He just wanted to pull his card. And he did that, made him retire. Next, Devin Haney fought one person his age, Ryan Garcia. Got cooked. Man got cooked. You can make all the excuses. David Morrell just fought a dude on steroids that pop test and still fought him, and everybody's saying he garbage because he got dropped by this roided up Russian. Y'all ain't say that Russian cheated or that win don't count or David Morrell. Y'all ain't give David Morrell props for fighting that roided up motherfucking cheater. And he got the victory. He ain't need no rehearsal, no motherfucking court decision, or no damn Bill Haney shit. That goofy shit they doing over there in Haneyville. You know what I'm saying? And last but not least, Devin Haney just overrated. You know, when Lomachenko was beating him upside the head with them left hands, I lost all faith in Devin Haney. That's when I stopped being a Devin Haney fan because I realized he was a fraud. He's supposed to cook Loma. He's supposed to go out there and cook Loma ass. If he was Lord Haney, if he made Floyd Mayweather quitting sparring, but he getting pieced up by Lomachenko. Come on, son. T.O. did a way better job.
And you overrated.
Because it's just a bunch of an empty title.
Nobody's cooked Loma in his career. No. But nobody's cooked Loma in his career though. Nobody. All his losses was close.
Nigga, Salido cooked him, nigga. That's why he lost to him.
His second bout, and he was hit with some low blows. In his second bout,
Salido was 35 years old. Cooked Loma. Loma was 26. Cooked Loma. Gamboa beat the hell out of Salido. The same Gamboa y'all try to not give Tank credit for beating or Terrence Crawford. He cooked Salido. Beat the hell out of Salido.
They fought Gamboa in different times.
Gamboa did that. You know what I'm saying?
No cap. You gotta get you a stove, bro. Stop working with the hot
nothing bad to say about Devin Haney, man. Salute to him, man. He's doing the right thing, and he making boxing good, man. I want to see the best fight the best, whatever weight class you in. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see you fighting another nigga that's number 20 and number 15, somebody that's I want to see you fight the best, man. Top 5, top 3. Shout out to Devin Haney, man.
Yeah, shout out to Devin Haney. It's a take a maniac thing. That's what it is. A take a maniac thing.
Don't come on here with that bullshit now. Big Ray Davis, what you got for the show?
Listen, I think this is insane that we are talking about a list that Devin had that he's trying to fight off of when another fighter had a list that said it didn't exist after he put the list out there.
Tank.
Take a maniac.
You breaking up, Ray. You breaking up, Ray.
Man, you gotta pay your Wi-Fi bill, bro.
You sound like computer love, Ray.
I'm stealing Wi-Fi.
I had got a call.
Ramirez being the third person over 30 that he fought. Tank fought 8 30-year-old people before Devin fought his 8th person. So what are we talking about? What are you talking about?
You lying, dog.
I'm not lying.
Everybody under 30. Pitbull, Frank Martin, Lamont Roach, Rolly, Brian, all under 30. What are you talking about?
We're gonna go somewhere else because I'm building. You can compare. You can come at that later. Then you said he's a
y'all let Ray, right? Do not cut Ray off. Let him talk. Yeah, Ray, what we really right? So listen, we not hold on, Ray. Hold on, Ray. Let me say this.
Nobody said anything about that. Benavidez is a weight bully. Nobody said nothing about that. They talk about all these other fighters being weight bullies. Ben Rodriguez weight bully, but nobody cares about that, right? But when we talk about Devin, it's automatically a weight bully. But the man never missed weight. But your favorite fighters miss weight. And they miss weight, guess what happened?
That weight shit is a fact.
They had to drop the belts. Or they had to make a deal with Gamboa to have the fight still happen for the belt, right? So let me ask you a question. What's going on here? Why is that the case? And then you're going to say on top of that Loma beat the brakes off him? I don't know what fight you were watching. It was a competitive fight, but beat the brakes off him? Bro, y'all smoking. I don't know what.
Somebody smoking crack if they said he beat the brakes off him.
Hold on. Ray, you keep breaking up. Ray, can you hear me? You sound like computer love, bro. We can't hear you.
I hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, now we can hear you. You start breaking up. But let me say this, Ray. I know you addressing they little back and forth arguments, but we wasn't even talking about that shit. We don't got to keep rehashing the weight bully thing and all that. What we were speaking about was the Brian Norman fight, and I'm just saying, like, I don't understand why everybody is like, oh, this is gonna be such a this and such a this fight. They was forced to take the fight and this and that, and I'm like, you can't force anybody to take a fight. So then they say, well, Devin asked for the fight because the name was on the list. And I'm like, okay, so he asked for the fight, the name was on the list. Why would they take a fight that is so just detrimental that he's so overmatched? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you accept a fight like that? So I feel like either they capping and the fight not gonna happen, or they confident that they can win the fight. It's one of those two things. Like, I don't think they forced and all this other stuff, because you cannot force nobody to take no fight.
All right, so we're talking about Brian Norman. I'll respond to that. So, and let me know if I go in and out, because my they're working on my cable system outside on the lines. So let me know for sure.
Okay.
But nah. At the end of the day, Bill Haney, Devin.
Damn, right? Every time you start cooking, it start going in and out. It start going out.
You need to get off 5. You need to get on 5G, homie.
It's the glaze. Once the glaze get on your mic, it start to fry.
God damn it.
That's funny. Yeah. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna come in on a different line. Hold on.
Okay.
Hello.
All right, get yourself together, right? We're gonna let Big Dog Willie cap real quick. Go ahead.
No, I'm not going to cap. I'm not going to cap. I just want to say. I just want to say this. I know you Taking Mayors had a bad weekend, or just a bad week in general.
Why?
Oh no. Let me finish. I'm just going to say, because you guys don't want to admit it, but it's okay. Frequent flyer might back me up on this, but I know it hurts. It hurts. I know. Last night and yesterday, I heard a lot of sadness going out, and a lot of anger, lots of anger. And I just want to say that it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. When is Tank announcing his fight? I'm kind of curious about that. Can anybody tell me?
Frequent, are you holding this nigga's hand while he's talking?
I think he about to fight. He about to fight Jake Paul.
Yeah, holding his hand.
Frequent, are you holding his hand while he's talking?
Like
He said you're gonna back him up, man. Are you holding his hand?
He about to fight Jake Paul.
Is that what it is, Frequent? He's about to fight Jake Paul?
No, he's not. No, he's not.
He's about to fight Jake Paul?
That's not what's happening. Yo, y'all funny.
Hold on. Why do y'all come up here why do y'all talk with such emotion? Like, I don't get it. I know y'all mad. I know y'all sad. Like, what is
But
up
I'm just
with
saying,
y'all?
you guys are getting upset. Yesterday, you guys were hella mad.
Who was mad? Oh, I was irritated yesterday because people kept coming up here trying to argue with us like we didn't say Shakur was gonna win the fight. Like, I don't understand. I literally
you were upset yesterday. You were upset yesterday.
I literally had people on my panel that betted on a knockout, and these people was up here like, "Oh, make sure Shakur won every round," and y'all saying he lost 4. It was ridiculous.
No, but I heard
you guys were upset. No, you guys were upset yesterday.
That Shakur was losing the fight, though. I ain't understand that.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard somebody say Shakur lost the fight yesterday.
I heard somebody say I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to Cepeda. He deserve it.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that Shakur actually lost the fight.
That's crazy.
Come out. Let me get this straight. I'm gonna let Big Dog Willie land his plane. I'm gonna let Ray go. So people can't have their own opinions about the fight. Is what y'all saying?
Drunk opinions. I guess if you're drunk,
you can't.
Or just hating. Yeah, you can have an opinion. Yeah, you want to hate and be drunk.
Go ahead, Big Dog Willie, land your plane.
Yeah, I just want to say that it's okay. It's okay. I know Tank is not doing what you guys want him to do right now, fighting Jake Paul. Not announcing fights. Things like that. Just dispelling the hair grease and knee issue. I just want to let you guys know it's okay. That's all I want to say on the beautiful Monday.
Man, y'all gotta stop.
Thanks, Big Dog Willie.
Go ahead, Sugar Ray. Davis.
Get them niggas in the loop, man.
Yes. All right, y'all can hear me better now? Word.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I was saying was that with the Brian Norman situation, Devin and him got into it on Twitter. He called Brian out before the Jin Sasaki fight. That was a whole week before the fight happened. Bill, the same week, matter of fact, I think it was 2 days before the fight happened. Bill got Brian on the line. They was on at TBV, and as they're sitting there, Bill offered him the fight. He says, "Yeah, but we need to get past this guy Jin Sasaki first, and then we can talk about it." He says, "You promised to call me." He said, "Yeah, I'll call you when we're done." That was the word. So that fight was already in the books. Now, as far as that list goes, with that fight being on that list, they went down the list, and Brian's name came up to that point. Somebody's phone chiming. But anyway, he started with Ryan. Ryan didn't want the rematch because Ryan said he lost, so he came off the card. He didn't want to fight. He's retiring, hands hurt. Then he went to Rolly. Rolly said he wasn't fighting because he wants that fight to happen between Devin and see himself fighting neither one of them again. Then he said he went after he did mention Boots. Boots said he wanted to fight at 152. He mentioned Shakur. Yes, he did, because Shakur said he would come up and fight anybody, including Devin.
You got T.O. T.O.
At that,
was first.
But he's
oh yeah,
bringing
Tio.
up a
Tio was
35 pounder,
But
y'all. He's bringing up
but
a
but
35
he's not.
pounder, right?
Shakur, let me be honest. Let me tell you, Shakur is bigger than what you think he is. Shakur lose weight.
Oh
Nobody
my
calls him a weight
At
bully.
the end of
No,
the day, he
Shakur.
a
Come on,
135 pounder,
Ray.
bro.
Okay, so
Come
when
on,
Devin was a
Ray.
135 pounder, y'all called him a weight bully. Shakur is a
Because he was
154.
rehydrating 25 pounds.
Yo,
Come on now.
listen, we're not gonna keep arguing the weight
Oh my
bully
God,
thing.
I
My
don't. Yeah, I
point
don't
is,
care about that, bro. That's yeah,
yeah, I don't
exactly.
care
That's
about
that's
that.
nonsense.
But Ray, so my
So
thing is, go ahead,
so the
Ray.
point is, Tio came about. Tio decided that he was going to sit down and do the fight. They didn't, so they went to Brian Norman. He called out Brian Norman, and that's how that fight ended up coming into fruition. They accepted the fight. I heard people saying that that fight was fake. They're just pump faking. He even put Hitchens on the list as an honorable mention. He put Keyshawn on the list, which I thought was weird because he was a 35 pounder. He put Tank on the list with a 35 pounder, but they put Tank on the list because Tank said he wanted to fight Jake Paul. And they said he was fight certain fighters at 140 catch weights,
Ray,
144 catch
Ray,
weights.
Ray, Ray, wait, let me stop you right
This
there.
is
Because you would agree if he fight Jake Paul, that's not gonna be a real fight, right? It'll be an
no,
exhibition. Not
it
it'll be a
doesn't.
fake
That's
fight.
I know, but there's also a fight him calling out Conor Ben rather be cap or not. He started negotiations with Conor Ben, so he was willing to fight certain people. He even said that he would fight somebody at 140. I think it was Teal. So with that being said, and this is not him, this is people in the camp saying it. Actually, Tank did say he'd fight T.O. Matter of fact, an interview. So there's to say that he will fight bigger fighters. They were saying why he didn't want to fight Devin at 140. When Devin was there, they wanted Devin to come back down. But that's where the questions came into play on it. But at the end of the day, it's not about Tank. It's about what Devin wanted to do. He wanted to fight Brian Norman Jr. At the end of the day, they got the fight. It's happening, and there's nothing else to be said on it.
Okay, cool. Let me say two things. One, I just don't understand the uproar about Tank fighting Roach coming from 130 to 135. And now you got Devin that's all the way at 144 and he wants to fight 35 pounders. Like I said, I don't care. I didn't care that Roach was fighting Tank. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy. Like it's ridiculous. And the second thing I want to say is, so Ray, if something happened, like it it makes sense to you though, Ray? The fight makes sense to you. You think it's gonna be a good competitive fight, right?
Why wouldn't it? Is Jason Saki somebody we knew of besides that little fight he had with the guy Suzuki that he beat up and then he got dropped in that fight? So, I mean, nobody even complained about it. Nobody even knew who he was. I watched that fight. I watched a couple of Sasaki fights. I knew he was game because he was a person that came forward, but he's also a person that doesn't know how to box. He's just a puncher. So he got in the ring with a puncher that punches harder. That's why he got dropped the way he did. He's not a boxer. He's not a guy that has a real true skill set in boxing. He's a hard hitting Japanese fighter. And a lot of people questioned Brian Norman taking that fight. Why? Because they didn't believe in Brian Norman. But as soon as he knocked his memory block off,
I don't
then
think
everybody
nobody questioned Brian Norman
that
taking that fight. I didn't. That's not the
I didn't.
questions I got.
No, I'm just there was a lot of people like, why would
Oh,
he fight
what the?
somebody that we don't know? And then when they kind of found out who he was, they was like, oh, Brian Norman might be in trouble. This guy's a hard puncher. All that was being said, but when he beat him up, Brian Norman all of a sudden got elevated to this level of ain't nobody beating him at 147. He might be problems for Boots,
I
whatever the case may
know.
be. It is
That's
what
what I'm understanding. Do you think he's the best
and
at 147?
um I mean between the champions and Boots vacating the belts. No, I
Yes.
think there's a.
Or would you say? Or would you
No,
say?
I think he's
Hold
the
on. Or
best
would you say we
champion.
can't determine
I,
that? We can't determine that yet, right?
no,
But
I
it's
would
an
say he's the
opinion.
best
Who do you
champion
think
at
is the
one.
best?
At champion, he's the best champion at 147. Is he the best
Who's
fighter at 147? There's a
Why is
couple
he
of
better
fighters
than
I could
Rolly?
say. Why is it? What has? I don't
Oh
even want to answer that
Lord.
question. That's not
Why?
even a question to answer. But
Man,
what
Rolly the best champion at
Rolly is a
147.
Yeah, I don't know where this Rolly shit come from. I
yo.
guess because
You
he's
Rolly
gotta
not
put
from
some
is
respect
Arabia.
on Rolly,
Rolly
terrible,
That
man.
better
is
than
man.
Devin
sad,
Haney,
man.
man.
I'm
Yeah,
just asking.
okay.
Say,
Let me say
hey,
this
Yeah,
real
Rolly,
quick.
It's
okay.
a
Hold
Tekkamaniac
on.
king. It's
Wait.
a
Hold
Tekkamaniac
on, y'all.
king. That's what it is.
I
she
asked
joking. She
Ray.
joking around right now.
I asked Ray. What about like? I'm just asking. How can
What
you just
about?
label somebody the best of the division? They gotta mix it up. That's all I'm saying.
I said best champion. I ain't say he was the best of the division. Some people have said it, but it is what it is. Who is the best in the division? There's always somebody up and coming. So we
who you
can
think is
never
better
say
than Brian
who's the
Norman
best.
Jr.? Who you think is
Who I
better
think
than
is
Brian
who
Norman
I
Jr. at
think
147?
right now, who I think is better. First of all, I think what's this dude name? Hold on, I gotta go to my box real quick because I'm gonna
Right, you
tell you
don't know
who
his
he is.
name?
Nah,
Stanionis.
hold on. No. Hell no, not Stanionis.
Right, you don't know his
No, no,
name and
no.
you think he
No, I
better than
know his
Brian
name. No, no,
Namajunas?
no, no, no. Stop.
Hey,
Stop.
I would give him that.
Sometimes, because yeah, I'm gonna tell you where he ranked at. I'm gonna show you right now. Watch.
Blair the Flair.
Man,
Blair
And
is
I do
not
want to
better.
see
No,
take Dustin
Blair is
Blair.
not better
Take
than Brian
Dustin
Norman.
Blair.
man,
Take Dustin
Yeah,
Blair.
I don't think. I'll be honest with you. I think Blair causes a lot of problems for people. I do agree
Take
with that,
Dustin
but
Blair.
I don't think nobody's ducking him. I just think he's too high risk, low reward, and that's just to be truthful with that. But I think my boy what's his name right here, there you go. Um, Patty Donovan is a good fighter, bro. Like I think he's somebody that can cause a lot of problems
Who,
in that division. I think
who's he?
exactly. You gotta look him up. But I'm
right?
telling you,
But
he's somebody
Who's that guy?
Brian Norman the best right now at that division because he's been there since he's been
mm,
there, and he
Y'all
got
know
a
what I
belt,
like about 47?
and he
listen,
got a belt there. He got a belt there, and that's just like he's just the best. I don't feel like no one
Let me
else that
say, let
got a
me
belt
say what
is better than
let me
him.
say what I could appreciate about 47 is that even though it's a lot of people like, it's the weakest it's been in a long time, there is an opportunity for a fighter to go in that division and just shine, right? It's not like it's two fighters or three fighters just levels above everybody. I feel like everybody is kind of mixed on the same level as of right now, and they got the opportunity to make a name for themselves and the fans we get to watch it happen, right? It's like it ain't no superstars like, Devin, I guess, but it ain't really no superstars just going to the 47 division where they just levels above everybody. They're gonna have to compete to prove they are who they are at the 47 division, and I like that.
just
What
go
about
look
Manny
up
Pacquiao though,
Patty.
Queen?
Oh my God.
Because
Anyway,
y'all sleeping on Pacquiao.
Patty Donovan is the guy who I was talking about though. But Patty Donovan is a really
Fighter.
good fighter, and I think
Male.
he's probably hold on. He's
He ain't
probably
beat
one of the guys I
nobody.
think he
Hold
ain't
on,
beat
Ray.
nobody.
Who he
Oh,
beat?
but
British people, and he ain't
okay,
really
but
been
that's
tested
that's the
yet though.
problem. Look, this is the problem. I heard the
He ain't
message
been
about
tested,
American.
bro.
Listen, hold on, has been tested against who? American fighters or world fighters? That's the difference. We got to stop looking at it as just
Wait, who
Americans
you
versus
talking about,
Americans.
Ray?
Bro,
Hold on,
you know what
because
the
hold
bar is,
on.
bro.
Let me just say this because last time we had an American fighter that fought nothing but American fighters, he went over there and fought overseas and got his block knocked off because he hadn't fought nobody. Right? That's what you said.
Who?
And Jared Anderson got his head knocked off. I don't want to hear Bacoli was bigger or he knew nothing about it. No, because the fact that he only fought here in the States, he didn't get himself well rounded in boxing at a heavyweight division, and he thought he was his lightweight in a heavyweight's body. He got his head knocked off, clearly.
But that's not
So
why.
we
That's
can't,
not why
but
Jared
hold on.
Anderson lost though, because he fight Americans. That's
Okay.
not why he
I
No,
didn't
lost.
say he
no,
wasn't
listen, no,
decent,
because
bro.
he
I didn't
wasn't,
say he wasn't
he
decent.
wasn't fighting. What I'm saying is Patty Donovan's a good fighter. He
But
fights
that's why
across
he's
Europe.
top ranked.
I'm not
He fights
disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing
I'm
with you.
just okay.
I'm
So
saying
what I'm saying is, so I think he's probably the most well-rounded fighter right now when it comes to boxing and having a little bit of power at 147. I'm not saying he's the best either. I don't know who's the best right now in that division. It's hard to say, but he is one of the top fighters.
you think he
So
beats Stanionis?
maybe yes. I think he has enough to get the job done. And then you got Conor Bennett. If he wasn't a drug cheat, I wouldn't label him number one, but he's fighting at 160 and 154. So I don't even want to put him in the picture. Rashidi Ellis, we already seen what happened to
You got
him.
Kareem Kugadajin
Oh,
out there
hold
too.
on. Oh yeah. What about Kieran? I want to see Kieran mix it up with some
Now,
people. What's been
that
happening?
was that was my next thing. I want to see Karen actually probably get one of these belts and see him fight somebody. Um, because Karen actually held his own in two different ways with Boots. One that he was Tom and Jerry, right? That's what they call it. And then the other one, he got in the box and he boxed him. So, caught you by surprise. So that's another fighter that's up there that's ranked high, in my opinion. Um, it is what it is. Like I said, y'all can have anything y'all want. I'm not going to push back on anything y'all say because these are all opinions. But my
No,
opinion is, I think
Ray, but Devin is up there, so Devin the best now, Ray.
No, we
Man,
who
just
said
was
that?
talking
Who
about that
said
frequently.
who said that?
No,
Who
I
that
said that.
frequent?
You can't hear me?
Nah, no, I heard. I can't distinguish because I'm using my headpiece and I'm not on my computer. But no,
let me
I
say
can't
this back
even say
over.
Devin. I can't say Devin the best either because Devin ain't taking the total risk to climb the division, right? Because if he takes that risk to climb the division, he may get knocked off. Let's keep it real. right? There's a lot of risk entitled rewards there. So why not go for the best? Devin's doing the right thing by going straight for the title, right? Because if he does it any other way, and he fights 3 or 4 guys, he fights a Patty Donovan, it may be trouble that nobody sees coming. He fights a Karen
I
Cougar
just
John, it may be out, he might get outboxed. We don't know that. You know what I mean? This is the things that may happen frequent. Let's
You
keep it
said
so
something
real.
you
about
think
Rolly real quick.
so let me ask you a question, Ray. Um,
And
based off
Rolly
Devin's
will
last
lose to all of
performance,
them, by the way.
based off Devin's last performance, right, and the fact that he fought at
Um,
144, he hasn't even fought at 147. You would be like, cool, yeah, take that Norman fight
okay.
next.
So I'm gonna give you a little tit for tat with that 144, 147
What?
thing. Listen, what? All right, anyway, let me get to my point. So Floyd Mayweather was a champion at 147 and fought between the size of 144 to 146 every single fight he had at 147 until he had to fight bigger fighters. He went to 147. Even at 154, he fought a catchweight at 152 for the belt against Canelo, right? So Floyd is known for not being a total true 147 pounder. So why is it always a problem when somebody else is fighting at a catchweight when Floyd fought nothing but catchweights at 147?
Oh, stop
Even
capping,
Manny
man.
Pacquiao,
Hold
even
on,
I ain't
Ray.
nobody. Oh,
Let-
shut up! Don't
Hold
tell
on,
me
no
I'm
cap, no
capping because
cap,
we can
no
pull it
cap.
up. We
Hold
can
on,
pull it up.
Ray,
Manny
Let me
Pacquiao,
stop. Ray, hold
hold
on,
on.
Ray,
Manny
hold on,
Pacquiao
Ray.
also
No, hold
fought at
on, Ray. Let me
catchweights.
stop you. Let me stop you
How long you gonna let
I
this
think
nigga
you
cap, man?
I think you misunderstanding what I'm saying. Now, I never said it was a problem. I'm just saying,
Not
is he
you,
gonna
not you.
fight?
I'm talking about the people. But go ahead, say it. I'm got you.
Yeah,
My
but then
bad,
I'm
two
just
cents.
asking about him. Just okay, you're gonna fight at 44, and then you're gonna go to 47. I'm at like, are you fighting him at 47? And once you're at 47, are you staying at 47? Are you gonna pick and choose which opponents you fight at 47? I'm just curious. I'm not saying
I
anything is
mean,
wrong with it, but the issue I'm
yeah.
having with it is the hypocrisy in it for me, right? I'm not saying nothing
Mhm.
wrong with it. I'm talking about the hypocrisy of it all. But you can continue saying what you were saying.
No, so what's all right? So the question to you is what's hypocrisy about that? Like, where is it because he fought at 147 or 140? He wins the belt. He stays or not stays because if he fights a catchweight fight, he's still the champion. And if he
Well,
fights whoever he
first,
fights, he's
you gotta get your facts straight
show.
first, man.
Yo, man, ain't no get no
No,
fact
no,
straight. Chill
Ray.
out.
Know what it is, right?
No,
No,
hold
see,
on.
I
All
think
Let me
right, go ahead.
finish talking.
Hold on.
I'm not
Let Ray
Well,
listening
you
to
land
ain't
his
him. If
talking.
he
You
plane,
ain't
then
asked me,
we
finished
gonna
yet,
answer.
let
bro.
no cap, no cap. Let Ray
Yo,
land his
chill,
plane, then we
bro.
gonna let you
Yeah,
respond.
exactly.
Go
You can
ahead, go ahead.
respond, bro. Relax. So anyway, if Devin just decided to win his title, he got to fight whoever the mandatory is or somebody in the top 5. I won't take anything less or another champion. Other than that, I don't really care what goes on at 147, what Devin, what Brian, what Mark, because it's all about boxing. This whole boxing space is one thing. I mean, this is just the topic of the story, right? But as far as that whole catchweight thing, many fighters have fought catchweight fights. That's just the way it is. And
No,
like I
I
said,
feel you,
Manny was
but
a guy who did it too. Manny did it
it's
too. And if
not
you don't
about the
believe,
catchways, though,
but
Rich.
hold
That's
on,
not
I
hold
what he
know,
on.
asked you.
Frequent is not your
I know,
turn, bro. It's about to
I
be on no
know,
cap.
but
But
I'm
when
just
you're the
exactly.
fighter that says you don't do catch weights and rehydration clauses because you're a real fighter, like it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? No cap,
Is
what
that
you
what?
got?
That's what. Oh, can I respond to that real quick? One more
Uh
thing about Devin. So
huh.
what Devin said when he had the situation with Ryan, because Ryan missed weight and all that. What did he say in his press conference after I think interview or whatever on
He said
ESPN?
every last one
He
of his
said
fights was going to be
he's
catchways.
no. He said no. He didn't. He said I'm going to fight at the weight I desire. And the reason why he said I don't care if it's 140, 144, 147. I'm going to fight where I want to fight because this happened and I feel that I was cheated. That's what he said. I'm gonna lay my plane.
And you can't
Yeah,
get
but that
mad
don't
at
make
that.
you a hypocrite though.
You can't get
Okay.
mad at that. You can't get mad at that. That man been
No
through some
cap,
stuff.
no cap. What you
Well,
so
first of
like
all,
Rich?
Floyd Mayweather fought 2 catchweights. His whole he fought Marquez at the catchweight, which he missed the weight for. He had to pay him for the pounds, and he fought Canelo, who offered the catchweight at 52. He fought De La Hoya at the full 154-pound limit, but he came in at 149, which is still super welterweight. Anything over 147 is super welterweight from
So anything
48
over
pounds to
140
54
is
pounds.
welterweight. Come on, man.
What?
Anything over
140
140 is
is light
welterweight, right?
welterweight, man. 140 is light
Anything over
welterweight.
140 is welterweight. So 144 is closer to
Right, but he fought
147
De La
than
Hoya at
140.
54 pounds. He came in at 149.
Okay.
Over one.
Okay. Okay.
He fought Cotto at the full 154 pounds.
Yes, he did.
So you say he was never a real welterweight? That's not true.
No, I did not
He never
say
fought a
that. Now
catchweight.
you
That's
put
not
words in
true.
my mouth. I never said he was never a real welterweight. I never
You
said
said he
that.
fought a bunch of catchweights. It's not
I
true.
said he bought it. Yeah, he did. You just said him.
It's
He
cool.
fought
You
2
said three.
catchweights, nigga.
You
Bro,
said
you
he
gonna let
fought
me
two. You
talk? You
just
just
named
talked for
three.
about 15,000 minutes and said a bunch of nothing.
It's okay. It's all
So
right.
it's like, all right.
It's okay. But you
He
all
fought
cap.
Marquez. He fought Marquez at a catchweight after coming out of
Uh
retirement, and that was it.
yep.
And that was the only catchweight and
Okay.
welterweight he fought.
Canelo wasn't a catch weight.
Yes, that 54.
Okay. And you just
Canelo
said
offered him a catch. That was it, and that's it. That's 2.
okay. Okay.
Let
And
me say this
he
about
didn't fight no
Rogan.
other.
2 different
He didn't fight
divisions
no other
in
fight.
2 different divisions. So he
Okay,
fought one
so
catchweight at
let me get this
welterweight and
clear.
one
Let me
I'm
get
catchweight at
this
done.
clear.
54.
We good.
Let
You
me
right.
let me get this
Go
clear.
ahead, G.
So catch weights is no longer a big deal. A catch weight is nothing, right? It's not a talking point no more.
It's
You
always
you
selective
pointed out the
outrage, too, Sin.
hypocrisy for
It's
who
always
doing it
going to be
though.
selective outrage. You already know this. So
I
From
mean,
what
I'm
I
just
seen,
curious. I'm just curious.
let
Who's
But
me
my
say
fighting
this
whole
at a
thing
about
is
Rogan,
though,
catchweight
though.
though?
the
from,
whole
from,
thing I'm trying to ask is like people saying Brian Norman's so dangerous for Devin Haney. I just feel like if the Haneys felt like that, they wouldn't take the fight. And if he
Agreed.
is so dangerous for Devin Haney, then something gonna come up in between and the fight not gonna happen. So I don't know. But my thing is though that I find kind of weird, or tell me if y'all like this. The press conference 4 months before the fight, did y'all like that? Or what how'd y'all feel about that?
I think it is. This is why I think they backing out the fight because Tay Jones said that they tried to, and that's their homeboy. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
think I,
And
I don't think
then
That's
they.
who homeboy.
Bill Haney, he on the team Haney. That's Bill. That's the
No,
he. Tay Jones is a Bill Haney. He over there with he was like a, but he cool with
So
Norman
why
too.
they
So
doing
this
a
come
press
on, boo.
conference?
Do
No
you
problem.
lying?
They
That's
gonna
that's
drop out the
Brian
let me
Norman
press.
explain
Senior
it. Let me
homie.
if Freaking Flyer shut his trap for a minute. I'll explain it. You can respond with your capping. This is why because
Stop capping his name.
Devin Haney probably believed as he could beat Brian Norman Jr. at some point. They probably looked at him as some basic puncher that they could easily maneuver because that's the narrative about Brian Norman Jr., which I don't know why, because he don't fight like that type of slugger anyway. It did. Bill Haney got to talking too much shit because Brian Norman was getting too much shine, so they wanted to try to clout chase off of the shine he was getting, and they intertwined to try to jump in the mix. But they's really trying to get the fight with Hitchison's. And you see how he was getting into it with Hitchison at the fight at the Shakur fight. He was getting into it with Hitchison. See, that's their backup plan. They're gonna try to weasel out of this and go fight Hitchison. I'm telling you.
No,
And they like this.
Hitchens ducked him already. He said he didn't want
Hey,
to fight his
hey,
manager.
can
Bro,
I
let me
ask No
finish,
Cap
bro.
just one question real
How
quick?
how can you
Hey,
duck
No Cap.
somebody not in your weight class? Y'all gotta stop that. He
Nah,
Because
just
hey,
can't
Haney ain't
take
no,
the
fought it though.
fight.
He
Devin
ain't fought
was
it
in his
140
weight
up for the
class
fight.
though.
No Cap. I want to just ask you this question: Has Devin Haney ever backed out of a fight?
Yeah, with Tank.
We wouldn't know.
This
No,
nigga
no,
lying.
He said he's gonna stay at 35 pounds to fight Tank, and then he back. He
nah.
ran.
This
He
man no
ran.
cap, but he cap that all the time.
have a
He
fight
ran.
ever been made and he backed out of a fight?
Land
It's the
your
first
plane,
time
Rich.
for
What's your
everything.
point?
What'd he say?
It's the first
It's the
time for
first time
everything.
for
It's
everything.
a
Okay,
long
man.
way from November.
If he ain't got no, if we ain't never seen him do it, I don't even know why this is even a
You
conversation.
see how scared he looked when Belon got knocked out? He was having
I don't even know why that's
PTSD.
a
2 cents.
He
conversation.
was
Can I
having
say this real
PTSD. Like,
quick?
damn, that's how Norman
Go
gonna
ahead,
do me.
frequent.
That's how
Go
Norman
ahead,
gonna do
frequent.
me.
Yeah,
First time
I
last
just
four
wanted to
rounds.
say
He was incompetent.
we've been watching Devin his whole career basically do, since he was at 135, he moved up to 140. He basically been doing the same thing, chasing accolades. And I don't see
What
why people
accolade?
don't see that the reason why he's trying to fight Brian Norman Jr. is to become a 3 division champion. He's trying to, get that belt. That's one of the things that his goals.
It's cool.
He became undisputed 2 division champion. Now he's trying to be a 3 division champion. It's a
It's
No,
cool.
because they
significance in
thought
him
it's a
fighting Brian Norman
miscalculation. They
Jr.
thought he was an easy.
And
What
that
did?
man not even 30 yet.
I got two things.
That's
Okay,
Going
that's
bro,
after
he
that's
not
accolades.
30. He a 3 division champion, dog. Like,
All right, hold on,
that's
hold on,
that
hold on.
But you
Hold on,
cut
let me
me
let,
off.
let me
I ain't
let Cash
finished
that's
though.
finish.
amazing.
Oh, go ahead,
I ain't
Land your
finished.
plane and get Cash in here.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
let me land it with this. The last thing is, I heard you say that Clarissa Shields was the most decorated fighter, male or female, but Manny Pacquiao is a 12-time world champion, and he won belts in 8 different divisions. I think
Do
he
he
like
got?
more
Is he
accomplished
3 time
than
undisputed? Is he two-time gold
No,
medalist?
no, but he won way more belts though. Well, actually, it's the same amount of belts, right? We in the 4 belt era. Let me see, 3 times. Yeah,
Do he got two
three
gold
times
medals?
four. Huh?
Do he got two
But
gold medals?
yeah, and he's an 8 division champion
Do
now.
he have two gold medals?
That that don't even count. That's before you get to the
Pro
pros.
boxing.
Cash, what you got?
No, it's about that. It's they going to get the. It's all about the belt shit. We all heard Bill Haney on KO channel say it ain't about the belts. It's about the money. So stop that shit. And this whole Rolly thing, you niggas saying Rolly get beat by everybody at welterweight. Well, then you should assume the same thing with Devin because we all know Devin got more experience with Ryan from amateur days. Hella experience with this nigga. And what we see him go in there and get cooked. But
And
what we
get
see,
cheated
hold on, nigga, can you shut up? What we see Rolly
because the
go in there and
dude
do to
cheated
Ryan. We
though.
seen Rolly go in
Frequent,
there and dis.
stop.
Yeah, you like a little fucking female. We seen Rolly go in there and disarm Ryan's jab, take away his hook. But Devin, who got all this experience with this motherfucker, he can't do this, but he's supposed to be the supreme boxer and all this high IQ. So if you niggas think Rolly gonna get smoked by all these niggas, you should really think Devin gonna get smoked by these niggas too. Cause this nigga's IQ really ain't that high.
Hold
Rolly
on,
ain't
y'all.
get cheated though, bro.
So
Let me get this
Yeah,
super
cry about it,
chats, and
nigga.
we're not about to have a conversation about Austrian frequent. We're not doing it. Tankomaniacs, I know y'all had a tough week, but hopefully Tank will announce Roach fight soon. Hair grease and knees is in the past. I'm praying for y'all. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. Rehydration clauses are the real issue. Devin Black Jesus Haney never does a rehydration clause. Also, now y'all gonna reduce it to a rehydration clause? Okay. Clarissa is definitely the most accomplished fighter. Shout out Big Dog Willie and Boxing Hacker. All right, y'all. Unfortunately, I've been on here 2 hours. I was only supposed to be on here an hour. Um, yeah, I gotta go to the grocery store, y'all. So we're gonna run around real quick. Let everybody get 2 minutes to get their 2 cents off. And I'll be back live tomorrow night for 2 cents after dark. Ray Davis, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
oh yeah, absolutely. I'll love to tap in on this. I'm leaving out anyway. So when we talk about Rolly and Devin, let's look at the really brighter picture here. Devin fought the fight that everyone, including people that don't like Devin, said that was the wrong fight for him. He didn't go in there with the leading jab. He didn't go in there anything but trying to knock Ryan out. He put on muscle. He put on weight. Ryan came in a bigger fighter, and Ryan put a hurting on him. I'm not going to dispute that. So he fought the wrong fight with Ryan. As far as Rolly fighting Ryan, Rolly fought a Ryan that was not on steroids. He wasn't as fast and he wasn't as quick. And you can see even the built in Ryan that he was off whatever PEDs he was on. So I'm gonna land my plane there and just say that's the difference between Rolly and Devin fighting Ryan.
All right, Ray. Thanks for coming up, joining the conversation. Um, Rich, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Yeah, I agree with Ray Davis on that. I feel like it's no comparison, and the confidence wasn't there. Ryan was confident because he was on drugs. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even like talking about this conversation because that shit's so stupid. I don't know how people praising the drug cheat. Second, Sugar Money made Shakur Stevenson, man. Yeah, he definitely good. He gotta go back to the drawing boards. Try to get this Tank fight. If Tank head ain't right, um, guess he'll try to get a Floyd Schofield or who the fuck Teofimo fight, and wait to Tank next year or something when he get better. You know what I'm saying? So that's it.
Wait, what you call him, Rich? Sugar what? What you call him? Say it again.
Sugar Money, Pretty Boy Shakur Gap 2 Stevenson. That boy
Oh,
like
Sugar
that, man.
Money, pretty boy. All right, Rich,
Oh
holla at you.
Man.
He called that boy Sugar, and that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Let this man have his own identity and stop compare sugar. He's sugar now. He money now. Like let that man have his own identity. Y'all stop doing that. He's Shakur Stevenson. No cap. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Yeah, I got a name for his the shitty Shakur Stevenson, because that's what you see when you go into a Shakur Stevenson fight. You gonna see some bullshit. You gonna see a fake shoulder roll. against a mediocre fighter, and people act like he beat Marvin Hagler and some shit. This shit is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, do that shoulder roll against fucking Kid Austin. You going to sleep, Shakur. I promise you that. And I'll bet money on that. Now, if Devin Haney shit, like I said, Morrell just fought a roided up. This dude failed the test. Morrell said, I don't care. I still fight him roided up. Let's get it. He go in there, and it's a close fight. And they like, man, Morrell, he got robbed. You don't hear none of these excuses that they have for Devin Haney for getting cooked by Ryan. It was because of steroids. Morrell got a close fight with a dude that's roided up to the gills on pure testosterone. And everybody acted, nobody cutting Morrell. Everybody shitting on Morrell for winning against a cheater. You can't make this shit up. This is why I despise Devin Haney. I can't wait for him to. If Devin Haney hold his nuts and show up to fight Brian Norman, he getting the career-ended knockout, and I'm gonna be here for. It's gonna be worse than the Ryan Garcia knockout. Motherfucker might be dead. I ain't gonna wish that on him, but I don't think he recovered from that beatdown Ryan Garcia gave him. If Bill don't give a damn about his son's health, Brian Norman connect with one of them hooks. It's gonna be bad for Devin, dog. Like life altering type of shit. That's why I'm like,
they take a fight like that, no cap. They not about to take a fight that dangerous. That don't even make no sense.
Bill was crazy. They crazy enough to do it. They delusional. They really think they guys. They really think they better than Mayweather and shit. Listen to how these people talk about them. They call Boxing Hacker calls him Black Jesus.
That's because Boxing Hacker Johnson bouncing.
But they it's gassed him up, you know what I'm saying? And they underrating Brian Norman to like a minuscule. They making him like he Regis or some shit.
They are saying he like Regis. They are saying he gonna do him but Devin is bigger than Brian though. Did y'all see him at the face?
But the thing is, everybody was much smaller than Devin. But Brian Norman and Devin like the same size. He just Devin like a little inch taller or something. But he way stronger than Devin. That's the point. The size don't matter. It's the strength. Like he way stronger than Devin.
All that shit ain't gonna matter if you can't box though. Like for real. Like I get the power,
Norman can box though. He ain't no bruising ass.
Norman ain't that great to me, bro. He ain't that good to me, bro. Like I feel like if Devin is okay mentally, he should be able to game plan.
I remember Jojo Diaz getting on his ass like he was pretty easy. Like if Jojo Diaz was bigger, he would have beat Devin.
What Norman gonna do when Devin get in there and start jabbing him and moving laterally, or jabbing and fighting him in a circle? What he gonna do?
Cut the ring off and beat the fuck out of his ass.
So all you gotta do is walk Devin down to high guard and beat him up.
You gonna see 2 cents. This shit gonna be
like, that's all you gotta do. All you gotta do is walk Devin down to high guard and beat him up.
Listen, and I'm gonna say this: we're gonna find out 4 months from now from right. Either the fight not happening, or they just either the fight gonna happen, or they just capping. Like, and I don't want to say that because then it's like it's some story gonna come out. Maybe Norman don't want to do the 24 testing, or maybe Norman gonna drop out the fight, or I don't know. It's just I don't know. I just think a press conference though 4 months before the fight. I don't know why they would do that if the fight's not real. Like I don't think they would cap that hard. I don't think. Because I don't understand why you're doing a press conference 4 months out. Everybody gonna forget about it. You know what I'm saying?
Turkey do dumb shit. It's just another dumb thing Turkey doing. That's all it is.
All right, no cap. I'll be live again tomorrow night. See you tomorrow.
Yep.
All right. Cash Crypto, you gonna close us out today. What is your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
No, I definitely agree with you on these niggas is searching for a way to get out this. They might want to get out this fucking fight. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull out this fight. I said that a long time ago.
Well, why did they even take it?
Because I told you these niggas is in a bad position. They have burnt bridges and talk bad about all the promoters. Hoya don't want to fuck with these niggas. Bob Arum don't want to sign these niggas. Eddie probably don't even want. He ain't finna overpay these niggas. Turkey's the only motherfucker who's gonna pay these niggas the kind of money they want to fight. Because these dudes want more money than they're worth. They can't pull in no kind of money from filling the arena or pay-per-views, so they gotta fuck with Turkey. So, and you see what Turkey doing? Turkey throwing niggas in with niggas on steroids and throwing Bacoli in there with 1 day notice. Man, he don't give a fuck. He want to see someone take an ass whooping. You don't get it, nigga. So these niggas got to get in there and dance for master now that they don't sign with Turkey. Shit. the Haneyites, until one of you motherfuckers find a study that's where you can get benefits from nanograms, just shut the fuck up. You niggas don't know shit about PEDs. Just quit talking about shit you don't know nothing about. And yeah, that's all I got. Norman in 5. Devin getting beat to
All right.
death. All right, 2 cents.
All right, crypto, man, that boy closed the side. Listen, y'all. I might start doing these little pop-up lives more. I only was supposed to be on here an hour. Listen, it's very hard to stay on stream for 1 hour. That is very difficult to do because time go by so fast. So I'ma holler at y'all. I gotta get to the grocery store, gotta cook. Listen, if you don't want your host all in the videos, timing you out, cussing you out, kicking you off the panel, leaving you in the background, muting you when you trying to talk, come on over to 2 Cents Boxing, where we talk everything boxing and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.